Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another 3-hour long cleaning marathon. It's been a while since I uploaded one, and in case this is your first time watching a 3-hour long marathon, what it is a compilation of some of my recent most popular videos, and I put them all together to create 3 hours worth of non-stop cleaning. That way you don't have to stop, find another video, you can just keep on cleaning along with me. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you've been watching my channel for a while, these videos will seem familiar, but they are super motivating. We are not only going to be decluttering, organizing, we're going to be tackling my daughter's bedroom for a huge transformation. We're going to be tackling my kitchen cabinets, outdoor cleaning, deep cleaning in the shower, and so much more. This was just the perfect time to upload one of these videos because I have been so busy. I have not had time to film a new video this week for you guys, which I will have an update very soon on what's going on and why I've been so busy and not really as present as I usually am on YouTube. There is a reason why. I know some of you guys have picked up on that, so I will be explaining that very soon. I think everyone is going to be in shock when they hear this. I know I was as well, but be on the lookout for that update very soon. And I hope you guys stick around and support me on this 3-hour long marathon. It truly means so much, and I hope you guys get all the motivation to tackle whatever it is you are cleaning today. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very busy day planned. I have so much on my to-do list and I'm really hoping to get to it all. Today is Wednesday, October 8th. It is Ethan's 6th birthday. I cannot believe he's 6 years old now. He's getting so big, and we are planning on doing his birthday party on Saturday. So I want to do a lot of things around the house to just help prep the house and get it ready for company to come over. I'm crossing my fingers it's not gonna rain. We're planning on pretty much playing outside and having the blow up slide, but if it rains, that's gonna put a damper on things and we'll probably be mainly downstairs hanging out. So I want to make sure my house is nice and clean, which means I need to tackle some of the areas that you might often forget about or not do all the time. So we're gonna be cleaning windows, cabinets. I want to wipe them all down, make sure the handles aren't dirty. I need to clean the walls. There's lots of fingerprints and smudges on them. I need to tidy up outside, just make sure the table's wiped down. That way if we're eating out there, the table's clean. I really want to reorganize my kitchen cabinet where my Tupperware is, if we have time for that. I have mounds and mounds of laundry, you guys. My kids have been complaining we have no towels for baths. So we're for sure getting some laundry done as well. So yeah, tons to get done today. My list is very long. I have not done much cleaning the last 2 days because yesterday we had a fun field trip for Ethan at his school. So I spent the whole day over there. And then Monday I was super busy, just didn't have time to really do much cleaning or laundry. So today is the day we're gonna get it done. And I have a couple days to make sure the house is in order before we have company. So I hope you guys are ready for this. It is gonna be a super motivating one. And if you're new here, my name is Ashley. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 4. I have 2 girls and 2 boys. So on my channel, you're gonna get that real, raw, messy house clean with me's, decluttering, organizing, laundry, anything to do with homemaking, you will find it here on my channel. So I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't yet. But without further ado, let's get started first by starting some laundry. I also got to go grab the mound of clothes sitting in our closet. It is massive, but we're for sure going to tackle some towels first. Party prep has been in full swing for me. I have been trying to get all the things prepared, bought, ready to go for the birthday party. This is actually the first time that we're planning fun activities for the kids since after looking at the weather and realizing it's likely going to be rainy all day, I knew I needed to come up with some ideas to do some indoor activities, and I found some really cute ideas. So I've been going to the store trying to get everything, make sure I have all the stuff we're gonna need. Plus, we are gonna be doing a sleepover with the cousins. So usually Easton and Remy Remy, which is my sister Courtney's kids. They usually stay the night because they're close to Ethan's age. They are 6 and 7. But my other sister Danielle, she has a now 2-year-old. So I asked if she thought if Paisley was ready to do sleepovers with all of her cousins, and so I think she's going to be staying the night too, which means we're going to have a very full house. It's going to be so much fun, but the kids are so excited. So am I. We're going to have a blast, but that means I really want to get everything perfect. That way, when the party starts and when they stay the night, I don't have to stress about anything. My tradition is to always put balloons outside of the kids' door when it's their birthday. So he woke up to balloons. Also, before we head downstairs and get to the main stuff, we need to tidy up his room. I'm sure with friends and family coming over, they're gonna play in here, and this is a hot mess. I'd love to hear if you have any fun party traditions that you do in your house. I don't know what gave me the idea to do the balloons by the kids' bedroom door, but I know I started that tradition with Aubrey when she was super tiny, and it just stuck. Like, the kids would get so excited waking up to it, and even though my older kids are, you know, getting a bit older, I still do it for them too, and they still look forward to it. They always say, "Mom, are you gonna do the balloons by my door?" And I just think it's so cute, and I love that it turned into a little tradition when at first I didn't even realize it would become something that they really look forward to. So I just think it's really sweet, and I love that they have that memory, that tradition. But I'd love to hear if you have any fun traditions that you do for the kids' birthdays or any loved ones' birthdays in your life. But as you can see, we are working on the birthday boy's bedroom. It was quite the mess in here. He was so happy when he came home to a clean bedroom. I'm sure it's going to be destroyed after the cousins stay the night, but at least it starts off clean and organized. And y'all know how I roll when it comes to making the bed. I am not all about having like super tight sheets and perfect beds made. It's just not my style. I do love a made bed. I like the way that it looks, but it's not like super made up and done perfectly, which I feel like describes me. I'm like, from the outside, I look like I have my life together, but on the inside, I'm a hot mess. I mean, it kind of describes me, but I'm just making up his bed so it looks a little bit neater. I laid out his comforter for him, put his stuffed animals in the corner, and I'm calling it a day. I'm kind of upset that his pillowcases shrunk when I washed them, or maybe I'm just using king-size pillows. I'm not sure which one it is, but I need to get some different pillows that actually fit inside of his pillowcase because the pillows are always falling out of the covers. The last and final touch in here is we're gonna make it smell good. I'm laying down some carpet freshener. I finally remembered to get some. That has been something that I wanted to get for the longest time, but every time I go to the store, I just seem to forget about it until I go to vacuum, and then I'm like, man, I need to remember to get the carpet freshener. So finally picked some up. I also brought out the Febreze, sprayed everything down, made it smell good. I don't know why. I feel like Ethan's closet smells like stinky feet, and it makes his bedroom kind of have that underlying smell of stinky feet. So I just wanted to spray his shoe basket, his bedding, just get this room smelling fresh again.
Walked this street 1,000 times or more, and I hope
there's nothing like vacuum lines in a bedroom to just make my day. But now it's time to head downstairs. My kitchen isn't terrible, but I definitely wanted to get the dishes picked up, wipe down the countertops. I needed to clean out the filter in my dishwasher. I had noticed the dishwasher hasn't been working at its peak performance, so I knew I needed to clean the filter. So we're gonna get that taken care of before we tackle the deeper cleaning that I wanted to do, like wiping down the cabinets, my stainless steel. We're gonna clean out the refrigerator. That was definitely on my to-do list as well. We're gonna be cleaning the walls, the windows, dusting. We're gonna go outside, clean my back porch. Let me tell you, this video is a super satisfying one. I legit spent all morning up until the kids got off the bus. I spent cleaning, but it felt so good. It was one of those days where you just get in that groove and you're cleaning, and then before you know it, you look at the clock and you're like, holy cow, how has it been this long? Well, that was the kind of day I was having. I was just feeling it. It felt so good to get all these areas tackled because I have been wanting to do the deeper cleaning, which honestly is my favorite kind of cleaning. I love the deeper cleaning, the stuff that no one really notices except for you in your own home, like dusting and wiping down walls and things like that. Those aren't really things that people are going to come to your house and be like, oh my goodness, did you see her cabinets? Like, nobody is going to say that, but it's the little things that you notice and you know that they build up over time. So it's good to tackle. I just love doing those kinds of chores. Those are my favorite. The tedious ones, I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but those are my favorite kind of things to do. Not so much dusting. I don't like dusting. Dusting is like one of the last things I do, but I need to start doing more of it. But just being honest, I don't love dusting, but I do love doing that deeper cleaning, even though nobody really notices except for you. So once we get the dishes done, we're going to be tackling the more tedious stuff.
Here, memories flash in front of me. I see them clearly. A life I once had is sealed in this town of concrete and stone. And I know, though I'm growing old, it can never be untold. The past, it is written in stone. Though I'm growing old, it can never be untold.
Now that I have the clean dishes out of here, I'm going to go ahead and clean the filter. In case you guys don't know how to do it, it's typically at the bottom of your dishwasher. You turn it counterclockwise. It will easily come out. You use some soap and warm water. It'll just scrub right off, and this makes a big difference at filtering out that water that's circulating and cleaning your dishes. So definitely check your filters often. You want to make sure these stay clean. It'll help your dishwasher work a little bit more efficiently. And also, if you need a deeper cleaning in there, if you have hard water stains, you can do a full measuring cup, a mix of vinegar and water, run that through your dishwasher on a hot cycle, and it will clean up any funky smells or buildup that you have in there. And once your filter is nice and clean, you're just going to simply insert it back in there, turn it clockwise, and then you're ready to go.
It's written in stone. I'm standing in the hallway as I've done a million times before.
If you have a party coming up or you're watching me while you're also doing your own house cleaning party prep, then I want you to know that cleaning your house isn't just about impressing others. It's more so making a space that's going to feel welcoming and joyful. I always find that even a little bit of party prep cleaning ends up giving me a sense of accomplishment, and it's like a mini reset for the house. So it's kind of a win-win. Your house is going to feel welcoming and joyful, and you're also going to have a nice reset on your house, and it's going to feel ready to have people over. So you're not scrambling trying to make space for people people to sit or move stuff aside so they can set their things down. It just makes the day a little bit less stressful for you. That way you can actually enjoy the company of your guest and make those memories, because that is why you throw the party. It is to make the memories, to be present, to enjoy your time with your loved ones. So just remember that as you're party prepping. It's not about impressing. It's just about creating a space that's going to feel so welcoming, and you won't have to stress about anything once the guests arrive.
I have seen this room and walked this floor before, and the walls know every story I have told. Memories flash in front of me, I see them clear.
I'm wiping down all my stainless steel with the yellow Windex. You guys know I love the yellow Windex for stainless steel. It does a great job at leaving it nice and shiny. It's also antibacterial, so it's also going to kill some germs at the same time, so it's a win-win. One of y'all told me that Sprayway works really well on stainless steel too. Let me know how many of y'all use that on your stainless steel. I tried it on my dishwasher and I felt like I could still see all the watermarks. So whenever Adrienne does the dishes, she often leaves watermarks dripping down the dishwasher and nasty food stuck from touching the dishwasher with her dirty gloves. So I tried the Sprayway on it and it didn't fully take it off, but maybe that's because I have the buildup of the Windex on it. I'm not sure. But let me know down below if you guys use the Sprayway for stainless steel and it works good for you.
A life I once had is sealed in this house of concrete and stone. And I know, though I'm growing old, it can never be.
Something I wanted to make sure we got to was, of course, wiping down the stainless steel because they were gross. But my cabinet, you guys, it's hard to tell, but there's so much grease up here just from cooking and the heat and all of that. So these need to be wiped down, and down here, they are just gross. They definitely need a good cleaning. Look at that. It always amazes me how the camera can be so deceiving. From a distance, it looks like my cabinets are nice and clean, and then when I bring you guys close, it is crazy. You can see everything. So yeah, just know my cabinets were looking rough. This desperately needed a good wipe down. And you guys know I love using my Method wood cleaner, and you'll see after I get done, my cabinets look so polished, so clean, so shiny. So if you've been hesitant on buying the Method wood cleaner, I definitely recommend. It still leaves your wood looking nice and polished, but what I like about it is it's more liquidy, so it's going to get off that stuck on grime a lot easier than Pledge or something that's more greasy. I find the greasiness just like spreads on top and I can't like break up the grime. The Method works so good at that, which is why I love using it. Oh, also, I wanted to update you guys, for those of you who've been following along on all my videos. So my AC unit, I have mentioned before, I have had so many problems with it. Our motor to the damper keeps going out. We've had the same problem over and over. The last time he came out though, he said that if he gets called out for the same thing, he's gonna have to charge me, because he hasn't been charging me since it's been the same issue. But he showed me how to do the reset and basically told me there's nothing else he can do and he's going to charge me if he has to come back out. So I'm like, okay, wonderful. Even though the problem isn't going away, he like rerouted our system. That way we have like two panels. The left side is supposed to be a bypass panel, and then the right side is the main panel. And he said he bypassed the bypass panel because he thought that is what was like triggering our system to like kick off and turn off our damper motors. So he rewired it and said we shouldn't have any more issues because he took that off. If we do, then it's something else. So ever since he left, as soon as he left, it stopped working again. But I didn't want to have to call him again, because I knew if I call again, I'm going to request a different person, because obviously it's not getting fixed. Something else has to be going on. And so I was going to give it a few days. I'm like, let me do the reset myself since he showed me how to do it. So I did the reset, and every once in a while it would fix it. And then the other times it would just kick right back off. It wouldn't even work. Like the next time my unit would come on, it would just be broken. So I was giving it a few days and I was thinking about calling, but now all of a sudden it's working perfectly. We haven't had any issues. And I'm just like, what is going on? I have no idea why this unit has been so finicky, but I'm not going to complain. It's working now. It seems to not be kicking off. So fingers crossed for us that we don't have any more issues. I know soon we're going to be switching to the heater. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully when we switch the heater on, we won't have any issues and it just kind of worked itself out. But I thought it was so strange. I'm like, I don't know what is going on. But now it's working again.
It is written in stone, though I'm growing old, you can never be untold. The past, it is written in stone. Oh, oh, oh. Though I'm growing old, it is written in stone.
I have a super random tip for you guys now that we are approaching cold and flu season and all the kids are back in school and all that fun stuff. What made me think of it was my sister. So my sister Danielle, she is pregnant and she has said that she's been feeling good other than she keeps getting sick. She just can't seem to get better. So I told her, I was like, have you tried oil of oregano? And so I told her she has to order it. She needs to try it out. It works wonders. And it made me think I need to share it with you guys in case you've never heard of it before or if you've never tried it. Oil of oregano has been proven to work just as well, if not better than antibiotics, and it's all natural. All it is olive oil with oregano in it, and it's just super potent because it's been sitting in it, infusing together for a while, and all you need is about 7 drops once a day as a preventative, or if you're sick, you can do it 2 to 3 times a day, and I swear by that stuff, you guys. It will knock out your cold, your sickness, strep throat. I always use it for strep throat. Me and my family are just prone to getting strep throat, and every time we do, I make the kids and myself take oil of oregano, and it takes away the strep throat within about 3 to 4 days. No antibiotics, no side effects, just all natural. So if you guys want something to help prevent sickness or help with your sickness, definitely check out oil of oregano. I'll try to remember to link it down in the description, but you guys can find it on Amazon. I just buy the one that's organic. Look how shiny and polished my cabinets are now. I'm obsessed. It made such a big difference. Just makes the kitchen feel so much cleaner knowing that there's no fingerprints or smudges on the cabinets. And last but not least, I'm just going to clear away the clutter that's on this little bar area. I have a lot of papers up here that I just need to store in my file box. So I'm going to go through this really quick. Then we're going to tackle my dining room area. I really wanted to clean the windows in there. We get so many flies, and recently it's been so bad. They've been driving me insane. And I've noticed that the flies are like, I don't know if it's their poop or if they're like laying little eggs. I don't know what it is, but it's disgusting. They'll be like sitting and there'll be little black droplets, which I'm assuming is poop. And it's just grossing me out. I've noticed we have a lot of those on the blinds and on the windowsill. Like it's all over the windowsill, all along the like cracks of it. So it's just time to clean it. I wanted to tackle that today. It's been driving me nuts. So if you guys have not cleaned your windows in a while, take a peek. You might have some nasty fly droppings too. Might want to tackle those because it's, so nasty.
before, but you are the love of my life.
Out of all the areas in my house, this area in particular is my absolute favorite. Every time I sit in here, I look over here, it just brings me so much joy. It's all the windows over here, the colors, it just, it makes me so happy. And ever since I added my table runner and my cute little ghost vase in the center of the table, you guys, I sit there every morning and I love to look out the windows and look onto the lake. It's just one of my favorite spots. And this little centerpiece is just so beautiful. I love it. I'm gonna be sad when I have to change it out for a Christmas one because I'm loving this little fall vibes right here. And I've really been wanting to just spruce up this area. I've actually been asking ChatGPT for some ideas of what I can do for window coverings over here because obviously I still want to have the beautiful view of the lake, but I just want a little pop of like earthiness or wood tones. I was thinking maybe doing like a palette wall, but my husband really doesn't want to do one of those because it's a lot of work, which is understandable. So I've been just kind of brainstorming and trying to find some ideas, and I think I finally found something. We're gonna do it in the living room for sure, and then I'm debating if I'm gonna do it over here, but I did find a really cute idea for this back door window, which if you guys saw the short, then you've already seen it, but it's a little metal rod that sticks to the back door, and then you can put a sheer curtain on it or whatever curtain you want. And so I added that and it just completely changed this space. I love it. It looks so cute. And now I really want to do the window coverings just to make this area feel even more special because it really is my favorite spot. It feels like a sunroom because you have all the windows, you get so much natural light. It just feels like a sunroom and I'm obsessed. Now that I finished all of my house decluttering, I'm just in the mood to decorate. I have all the stuff to do my laundry room makeover, which I'm really hoping that's gonna be either the next video or the video after. I'm hoping to start that project on Monday after all of the party fun. Then I want to get started on the laundry room because I am just so excited to do it. I've never done stick-on wallpaper. If you guys have any tips, tricks, suggestions, please leave them below because I am a little nervous about doing it. I mean, from what I've seen, it looks really simple. I guess the biggest thing I'm worried about is when I go to cut it to just fit it along the wall. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make those cuts perfect. So please leave me any tips that you have because I'm a little nervous about it, but I am so excited. I did go get the color. I picked it up. I'm in love. I cannot wait to share that with you guys. And I want to do a few other like mini makeovers. So possibly after the laundry room will be the curtains going up in the living room because I told my husband I wanted to go pick this stuff up to do them this weekend. So hopefully we'll have time in between like the party and having the cousins sleep over. I want to go to Home Depot and get the stuff that we need to do that next. But here I am now cleaning all of the disgusting fly poop, I'm assuming, off of the window. I'm using the yellow Windex just because, you know, it's antibacterial. I want to make sure we're disinfecting while I'm cleaning. So I'm dusting the blinds, wiping the stuff off of them, and then spraying the windows. I wanted to clean the outside of the windows. That was the plan, but the weather had other plans for me. So I wasn't able to clean the outside of those windows, but at least I got the inside of them nice and cleaned up.
That you are the love of my life. Nothing's hard, everything is easy with you around. No bombards, everything is easy.
And as for my blinds, I'm just using a damp microfiber cloth and wiping off any nasty stuff that was stuck to them. And then using my Swiffer to dust. I really need to go back to Sam's Club and get some more little dusting pads because I'm just about out, and those really come in handy. And it's so much more affordable getting them from Sam's Club because you get so many of them. I haven't bought dusting pads probably in a year or more. Definitely lasted a really long time for me.
Around, hold on now. I remember meeting you in a dream, thinking that's the love of my life. Most handsome man I'd ever seen. I said you must be the love of my life.
Okay, another idea that I've been thinking about, but I don't know if it's a good idea or not. You guys chime in, let me know. But I've seen people on Amazon, because of course I've been looking at wallpaper. I've seen people use the wallpaper to cover up their dining room table, like the top of it. And I was thinking, how cute would it be for me to use like a wood looking sticker wallpaper as the top of my table to give it that like natural wood look, because like I said, I want some like earth tones over here, and I'm also thinking of doing like wood above the windows to hang my curtains on. Do you think that'd be a good idea, or do you think it wouldn't hold up and work very well as for like the top of my dining room table? We don't really use this table a lot. I mean, we sit over here every once in a while, so I feel like it wouldn't get too damaged. But I don't know. Have you guys ever used wallpaper to cover a table or like a surface area like that? And did it turn out good? And I've mainly been thinking about doing it because this white table is definitely looking a little rough these days. It's not terrible, but when you look close up on it, there's a lot of scuff marks. We have a few like pink faded stains on it, and it's just kind of chipping a little bit. So I thought it'd be really pretty to just do a little makeover on it because I don't want to buy a whole new table.
No bombas, everything is easy when you come around. Hold on now. Don't let go. Don't let go of me. Don't let go. Don't let go. Nothing's hard, everything is easy with you.
By the way, I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who's joined my channel memberships already. It seriously means the world. I have been having so much fun creating those extra videos and shorts just for you guys. So if you've been thinking about joining, I do post 1 to 2 bonus videos a month exclusively for my top tier, as well as the middle tier will get 10 to 20 extra shorts. It's just a fun way for us to connect a bit more outside of my regular uploads. So I'd love for y'all to join if it's in your means. If not, totally understandable, no hard feelings. You guys support me enough just being here, watching, liking. It means so much. But I do love having that little extra space where we can get a little bit closer and chat more on a one-to-one level.
No bombas, everything is easy when you come around. Hold on now. Hold on now.
I wanted to share some of the fun ideas that I found for party games for the kids because they are things that I never thought of, but now I'm like, where have I been? Why didn't I think of these? So some of the ones that really stood out to me was one, you have like a musical pass the gift game. So you're gonna wrap a gift in multiple layers of wrapping paper, and the kids are gonna stand in a circle and you're gonna play the music and they're gonna pass it around, and whenever you stop the music, the person has to unwrap one layer of the wrapping paper, and whoever unwraps that final layer wins the prize. So I went out, bought some stuff for the kids so we can play that game. I also saw the idea of a mystery box challenge. So you put mystery items inside of the box and the kids have to stick their hands without looking inside the box and guess what they're touching. And Adrienne loved this idea. She was like, yes, we need to do it. So I figured we're gonna play that one too. And then another one that I just thought was so clever is called a balloon pop challenge. And what you're gonna do is on a little slips of paper, you're gonna write down challenges for the kids to do. It can be like jumping jacks or whatever, whatever you want it to be. You're gonna put the slips inside of the balloons and then you're gonna blow up the balloons, and then the kids are gonna pick which balloons to pop, and then they have to do the little challenges. And I thought that would be so fun, a great way to get out their energy. Well, I was planning on cleaning the outside of the windows, but it is raining, so change of plans. I at least want to clean the outside of these doors. They have a lot of like bugs and cobwebs. So we're gonna clean this up. Just do a quick, maybe take my broom and just wipe it down, and then I can clean this window because it's underneath the cover so it won't get messed up. Oh, look you guys, there's a tree frog up there. Too bad the kids are at school, they would love that. That frog was fearless. The whole time I'm like whacking all around him, wiping off cobwebs. He just sat there. He did not move at all. So he was very content in his spot. But unfortunately, he was gone whenever the kids got off of the school bus because they would have been so excited to play with that frog. They're so cute. But I just took my broom and wiped the house as best as I could. We do have a pressure washer. The one that, if you guys saw probably about a year ago, it's one where you hang it up in your garage and it's on the wall. It's so nice. I love that pressure washer. But unfortunately, we have not set it up yet. We need to do another good decluttering and organizing in the garage. And I'm going to need my husband's help because a lot of this stuff is his tools and I want him to, you know, just like put them however he wants them. So as soon as we redo the garage, we will finally hang up my pressure washer so I can pressure wash the house. And we need to do it soon because the cobwebs build up so fast out here. If you guys missed it, I did a huge back porch deep cleaning, and that was only, what, 2-3 months ago? If you missed it, I'll put it up in the cards for you guys. But I just did a thorough cleaning, and if you just looked out here, you would think I haven't cleaned it in years. It was so bad, so I really need that pressure washer. It'll make it a lot easier to keep this area clean and cobweb free.
Seems like you've been busy since you went away. I'm just flipping through your pictures, I can tell you look more than okay. Think I need help to feel as happy as you. Could you tell me what I'm supposed to do without you? It's like I'm just seeing empty faces staring from.
And you better believe I was getting hit with so many cobwebs and spiders were falling down. I was trying not to freak out. But it was pretty disgusting, but so worth it because when I got done, it made a huge difference just wiping down what I could. It was like night and day. It looked so much better out here.
Back to you on my way home. I stop at your window. I should have known how much it hurts when you still love somebody. When you still love somebody. I'm staying out on the weekends. I really need some.
And yes, those are still my summer plants sitting in the bucket. I have not pulled them out and got rid of them quite yet. I need to do that soon. And I've also really been thinking of turning that little corner bush that has my watermelon plant. If you guys have seen that, I have a little flower bed over there and it has a really big, beautiful bush. It is pretty, but I want to have an in-ground garden so bad. And since that area is already set up, I figured maybe I should just pull the bush up and turn it into an in-ground garden. My watermelon grew so good over there and I barely gave it any attention. And I just feel like I could keep them alive a lot better if it was in the ground versus these buckets, because the plants get so dry, they run out of water, and I'm so bad about remembering to water them. So I'm like, if it's in the ground, I just feel like my plants will thrive a lot better. So I've really been thinking about it. I think I'm just gonna do it. And I wanna try to grow some fall veggies. I asked ChatGPT for a list of produce that would grow really well in my area. So I don't know, I've really been thinking about it. So I might be doing that sometime soon. That table looks so much better now that it's wiped down. And last but not least, we're going to wipe down the handle on the outside of the door because it was pretty gross. My kids are constantly in and out, especially now that school is back in session. My boys have had so many friends over every single day, so this door is touched a lot and tons of fingerprints, so I'm trying to keep up with it. It's like I'm just seeing empty faces staring from across the room when all I want is to get out of here. Time to head back inside so we can do some wall cleaning. This is that Chomp wall cleaner. I've been using this for years. Absolutely love it. Unfortunately, my sprayer quit spraying on me. I don't know what happened. So I just pulled out a glass jar that I had lying around that didn't have anything in it. I'm going to put it in here. I am going to label it because knowing me, I will forget which bottle I put it in. So I wanted to make sure I labeled the bottle. Then we're going to clean the walls. If you guys have never used this wall cleaner before, or if you don't typically clean your walls, I highly recommend this. It works so good, even if you have flat paint, because I've used this on my flat paint when we lived in Texas. All you do is just make sure you spray that special brush with the cleaner instead of spraying the wall with the cleaner, because if you spray the wall, it definitely will absorb into that flat paint. So you don't want to do that, but you spray the brush itself and then you rub it on your walls and it will clean up any fingerprints, scuff marks. If you have like deep marks in your walls, it's not going to take it off if you have flat paint. But if you have some good like satin paint or whatever, you can really scrub your walls with this and it cleans it so well. Highly recommend. And the spray lasts a very long time. I think I have to get a new one every like year and a half. It seriously lasts forever. I should have known how much it hurts when you used to love somebody. 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 Think I need help to feel. Over here, I have a basket that has the kids' electronics and their chargers, and I have them plug it in over here. That way it's out of the way. It used to drive me nuts. They would charge their iPads, seriously, in the middle of the floor. We would be tripping over cords and iPads. So I told them we need to keep them in a designated spot out of the way. So this basket has been working out really well. The only bad thing is when the wicker basket rubs up against the wall over there, it's leaving scuff marks. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try my wall cleaner on it and see if it takes it off. And sure enough, it took off all those marks. It looks so much better over there. And I'm basically just doing some spot cleaning. I'm just hitting those areas where I notice all the fingerprints are. I didn't need to do all the walls, but I wanted to make sure those spots that were noticeable, I took care of.
faces staring from across the room, when all I want is to get out of here and back to you. On my way home, I stop at your window. I should've known how much it hurts. I should've known. It's like I'm just seeing empty faces staring from across the room, when all I want is to get out of here and back to you. On my way home, I stop at your window.
I need to see if they have came out with a smaller head for the wall cleaner, because those corners are so hard to clean with the big head on it. It would be nice to have a smaller one for those tight spaces, but the walls looked so much better. Now it's time to tackle the living room. Not too much to do over here. Basically just pick up the clutter, do a little vacuuming. Then we are going to be tackling my refrigerator, because I almost forgot. That was like the #1 thing that I wanted to do, and I can't believe it almost slipped my mind. But we will clean out the fridge.
All these years, you've been mine. It wasn't easy, but we worked it out. All those tears, ups and downs.
I know some days it's really hard to get up and get motivated to get all the cleaning done, but one of the things that I really like to do is tell myself I'm also working out while I'm cleaning. I for sure count this as getting my steps in, as walking, because every time I film my cleaning videos when I'm cleaning all day long, I always easily hit my 10,000 steps a day. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Remember, you're getting those steps in, you're cleaning your house, and you're gonna feel so accomplished when you get done.
Look at where we are now, baby. Only blue skies ahead.
I almost forgot one of the main things that I wanted to do today was just pull everything out, wipe it down, get rid of expired stuff. Because we have the birthday party, I am planning on making some little plankton jello things for the kids, and I need to have room to put everything. So let's quickly pull this stuff out, wipe it down, and get it organized. It was definitely time for me to pull everything out and just give this fridge a really good wipe down. I didn't have a ton of expired stuff because I have done this recently, but there definitely was some spillage in there that I needed to clean. It was feeling a little bit sticky, and then when I pulled my stuff out, the bottoms of the containers were sticky. So it was time to do a thorough cleaning, get it ready for the party, for putting in all the fun party foods. I did find this super cute idea of plankton from SpongeBob as little jellos. So I'm gonna put eyeballs on the outside of the jello glasses and then put little antennas on it, and I think they're gonna turn out so cute. I cannot wait. They had some other fun ideas, but I didn't want to overwhelm myself with trying to make a bunch of stuff, because I don't know if you guys know this, I'm not super crafty. I try, and it usually turns out decent, but I didn't want to try to do too much and get frustrated, so I figured some cute little plankton jellos would be perfect. And if you can't tell, his theme for his birthday is SpongeBob. That has been his obsession recently. He loves SpongeBob. He has a little plush, a poster. So for his birthday, I ended up finding the cutest little Stanley that has SpongeBob on it. We gave that to him on his actual birthday. And then for his party, we're buying him a dirt bike just like his brothers, because he's been riding his dirt bike, and of course they're getting mad having to share. So we're getting Ethan his own little dirt bike, but I thought it'd be fun to do a SpongeBob themed birthday party. We're getting the cake from Walmart with SpongeBob on it, and then I got the cutest little goodie bags to match the theme. It has the little pineapple on the outside of it, and then we have some SpongeBob tattoos and stickers, the Krabby Patty candies. So I hope it turns out so cute. I'm excited, and especially to have parties where we're inviting people. So you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I would always throw little parties for the kids. Like, we would decorate, we would have cake, but it would just be our little family because we lived so far away from everyone else. and the kids didn't really want to do big parties. They didn't want to invite friends over, but now that we live near family, it's like a fun event because we have all our family come over, and if they want to invite some friends, they can. We did invite some neighborhood kids, which we know for sure 2 are coming, but it's just so much fun now. It's more exciting throwing the parties, knowing that multiple people will be coming and enjoying it. So I've been trying to take full advantage and do a little bit more to make it a little bit more special, and I'm excited to see how this theme party turns out. Now that the fridge is nice and wiped down, it's time to put everything back in, nice and organized. I try to group things together that kind of makes sense, but honestly, this fridge feels so small. I don't like how the shelves are set up in here. I would love to get a new fridge down the road, but we got to work with what we got. So I actually removed one of the shelves. There's supposed to be another shelf on that right side, but I couldn't fit my big items like my milk and things like that. So I just took it out and I leave it in the garage in case I ever want to put it back in, but it seems to work a little bit better without that shelf. It looks so much better in here. It's cleared away. I can fit some more stuff in it. And now it's time to finally tackle some laundry because I almost forgot to switch the clothes over and do more laundry. And you guys know I am behind. So gonna go ahead, do one load of laundry on camera, but just know I did get some more done this day, later in the day, and my mom was on the phone with me. We talk at least once a day, if not twice a day. She calls me typically before she goes to work and after she gets off work, so I have her on the speaker while I'm folding some laundry. But if you guys have a basket lying around full of clean clothes, and I know you do, go ahead, go pick it up. Let's fold together, or go switch your clothes over if you got some getting smelly in the washer. Don't forget to switch that laundry over. We are at the end of today's video. I hope it gave you so much motivation to tackle whatever it is you needed to get done. If it did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you subscribe. I upload cleaning motivation every single week, and I would love to have you here. But I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my decluttering series, where today we are going to be focusing on my daughter's bedroom, Adrian. If you guys been here for a while, then you know she is my messy child. I've really been surprised how good she's been keeping up with it for quite some time, because it's been a while since I've had to film one of these. But y'all, I came in here a couple weeks ago in shock and awe because it was so bad. I made her clean her room, but it definitely needs a mother's touch. And it's been a couple weeks since I made her do that deep clean, so it really needs it. And I have a feeling it's probably gonna take me 2 days. I think we're gonna start off in her bathroom first, because that needs a lot of attention, and then we'll tackle her bedroom. We'll see how far we get into it today. I'm also waiting for the AC repairman to come out again. I mentioned that he had to come out again and fix it. Well, he came out, fixed it, which he replaced a different damper motor. So both motors have been replaced upstairs. One had been replaced like 3 times. This other side hadn't been replaced yet. Well, he replaced it. That one went out. Well, that one went out again, like 2 days after he replaced it. So I'm waiting for him to call me. He should be coming today, so I'm not sure how long that's gonna take. So I figured today we're gonna focus on the bathroom, tomorrow her bedroom. But let me just show you guys what her bathroom is looking like. Here we are. Y'all, this is so bad. She just has stuff everywhere, disgusting mirror, trash overflowing. This bathtub needs to be scrubbed. I don't even know what she has going on in here. And the toilet. This is my #1 pet peeve. I don't know why she cannot clean her toilet. She has a scrub brush right there. So let's get to it. We have a lot to tackle in this bathroom. I also want to just make sure her drawers and stuff are nice and decluttered and organized. Get all this dirty clothes out of here. You guys know decluttering and organizing is one of my favorite things to do, but I knew that this job was going to take me a while, and let me tell you, it did. Over 2 full days of working in this bedroom, but when I get done, it is so worth it. This is such a satisfying before and after. So I hope you guys are ready for a really long video. This is the longest video I have put out besides my marathon videos. So grab something to drink, sit back, relax, get some motivation for later in your day, or put me on, get up, and let's start cleaning. And if you're new here, welcome. You picked a really good video for the introduction to my channel. I am a stay-at-home mom to 4, and I love sharing your realistic everyday clean with me's, decluttering, organizing. I share nothing but cleaning on this channel, so if you like content like that, I really hope you decide to hit that subscribe button and join my YouTube family. I do upload new motivation every single week, and I would love to have you here. But as y'all saw, I started off by spraying some bleach into the toilet because it had so much mold in there. This was one of the biggest issues that I had with her bathroom when I came in a couple weeks ago. I saw the toilet was even worse than what it looked like today. It was just covered in mold. She thought it was poop stains, and I was like, no, that definitely isn't. But either way, you have a scrub brush, so tackle the messes as you see them. That is what I'm trying to teach her. But I went ahead and sprayed the bleach in there and let it sit while I worked on the floor. I could not start decluttering and sit down on this nasty floor, so I'm doing things a little bit different today. Usually I start from the top down, but today we're working from the bottom up, and that is because I could not pull stuff out and sit on this disgusting floor. It was just so gross. I could just feel things underneath my feet. So we're getting all the clutter up off of the floor. I'm wiping down around the toilet. I'm gonna mop in here, vacuum before I start pulling anything out. That way I knew I was gonna be sitting on a clean surface. If you have a big project that you're thinking about starting, maybe it's a decluttering project or just tackling an area that you know is going to be a huge beast to tackle, then I have a little bit of motivation to help get you started. I know that whenever we start thinking about what we have to get done, sometimes it can make it feel even more daunting and larger than what it actually is. So what I like to do is first off remind myself that done is better than perfect. So if I know I don't have everything to make the area exactly what I have envisioned, say if you want containers and organizers, but it's just not in the budget, just remind yourself that done is better than perfect. And eventually you can get the area to how you want it over time. But the most important thing is to start decluttering it, organizing it, and then making a game plan for what you want to put in each area. That way you don't waste money on buying things that you won't end up needing whenever you get done, because sometimes you end up getting rid of a lot more than you thought you would, and then you won't need as many of those storage bins. So that's definitely a big tip, is don't think about, oh, well, I can't do it exactly how I want, so I'm just not going to do it. That's not the mindset we want to have. We want to think about just tackling it, getting it done to our best ability at the moment. And another one that I always preach is don't tackle the entire area all at once. You can focus on one drawer, one cabinet. Like in my daughter's bedroom, we're starting in her bathroom. That is all I'm doing today because it was such a big job, and that is okay. Picking one area, tackling it to its fullest, and then you feel that accomplishment, you have that pride, and you are ready to tackle the next thing the next day or whenever you have time available. Now that the floor is clean, we can start tackling the clutter that is on top of the countertops, inside the cabinets. I want to, of course, pull everything out, see what we have, go through it. There was definitely a lot of stuff that was empty, or she refilled with the most random stuff. She is my creative child. She always is coming up with different ideas and making crafts. So I was not surprised to find quite the concoctions in her room, but because it's hard for her to get rid of those things, I know it's easier for me to come in and dispose of them, and then, you know, it's just out of sight, out of mind. So I was just fully going in and just getting rid of stuff that was unnecessary.
Sometimes, but you're making me nervous.
These countertops needed a very good wipe down. There was some hard stuck on grime, so I do have a little bit of the Jaws cleaner left. I actually had to put some water in there because it was so low I couldn't even spray it. I did finally pick up some new cleaner. I wanted to make some homemade cleaners. I did buy the soap, I just haven't gotten around to making it. But I found this new cleaner at Target by Method, and you guys know I love Method cleaners. I had never seen the scent eucalyptus and rosemary. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have to go smell that one. It smells like Christmas to me. I don't know, there's just something about it. It almost has like a pine scent to it, and you guys know I love my pine. I love my pine sol. So when I smelled it, I had to buy it. I just couldn't. I could not pass it up. It smelled so good. So I'm going to be using that in my future cleaning videos, and I am so excited because my house is going to smell amazing.
All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret and to say that
After taking a peek in her drawers, I knew I had to go grab a trash bag because there was going to be some stuff that I'm going to get rid of, and a lot of stuff that did not belong in the bathroom, like toys and stickers and just all kind of random things. So we're going to pull everything out, wipe down the cabinets, and then only put the bathroom items back in here. I wanted to make sure it was organized where she knew where to put everything and she could remember. That way in the future she just has a home for all of her stuff. I feel like when they know where things belong, it's easier for them to keep up with it, to keep it organized. And honestly, since we moved into this house, I never came in here and organized for her. So this was all just wherever she wanted to stick things is where they went. And I know that's why she hasn't been able to keep up with it, because there was just no rhyme or reason to things. So now that it's all nice and organized, I'm hopeful that she's going to be able to keep up with it and I won't have to do one of these major cleanings, hopefully, for a very long time. I did pull out my Ho2 vacuum to just vacuum these little areas. The only thing that's kind of annoying about that vacuum, it works great. The top of it is always popping open and I cannot figure out like if I'm just hitting the button when I'm vacuuming or what. There's supposed to be a little switch on there where you slide it over and it locks it in place, but I don't know. I'm always hitting it and then it opens up and then I have to re-vacuum up all the trash because I spill it everywhere. So that's the only bad thing about that vacuum. It does easily open up. Just thought I'd do a little update on that since it's been a little while since I've been using it. And of course, if you guys buy it, I don't want you to be like, what the heck? But I do love it for the car because it blows so hard. And you know how you get dirt stuck in the little crevices and the cracks of your car and it's nearly impossible to get them out? It works great for that. That is one of my favorite things about that tool.
I know you feel it every time I look at you. How I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your hand.
I went ahead and grabbed everything that was sitting on top of the countertop, brought it back in here so I could organize it, find a home for it, and it really did free up so much space inside of her cabinets and drawers, so that was really nice. And now when she opens them up, she can see everything that she has. And of course, we could not neglect the outside of the cabinet, so I pulled out my Method wood cleaner. We're going to give it a good wipe down. It was pretty dusty in here, so I just wanted to make sure I did a nice thorough cleaning. Then we're going to be tackling the inside of the toilet and then the bathtub. You guys, the bathtub was so gross. I will show you guys a close-up, but it just doesn't do justice. I feel like the camera makes it look so much better than what it actually looked like in real life because there was just so much stuck on grime in that bathtub. I had to scrub and scrub to get it clean.
Too hungry to eat out, too dressed up to stay in. I guess I'll call and ask around to see if someone's in for the win.
In case you guys missed the announcement, I did open up a membership tier here on this channel. So if you want to see exclusive videos and exclusive shorts from me, you can sign up for that. It's right next to the subscribe button. It should say join, and you can see all the different tiers that I offer. And I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has already signed up. You guys seriously mean so much. I am so appreciative. You're helping support my family, support me and my channel. That way I can keep coming out with more content for you guys. And pretty soon I'm going to be doing my very first live in there. So you can come hang out with me, chat with me, ask me questions. It's just a more one-on-one type of vibe in there. I did have a couple people ask if I was going to stop uploading on my channel, and no, I'm gonna be uploading just like normal, my one video per week. Just if you want extras and exclusive content that no one else will see, then you can join my membership tier and you'll get the exclusive content. But don't worry, I'm not changing my channels. They're still gonna stay the same. I'm still gonna show up just like I always have for you guys. But I just wanted to say a huge thank you to you guys. It seriously means so much.
No patience.
Here is that overview of the bathtub. Definitely needed some TLC. So we're gonna be filling up the bathtub with some hot water. We're gonna pull out the bleach because it needed the strong stuff in here. I cannot believe we are about to be in October. I know this is when the holidays just seem to creep up on us. I feel like once it's October, the holidays are just back to back and just nonstop fun, crazy, exciting time of the year. But with Halloween being so close, we have been thinking about costumes and what we're gonna do and what the kids want to be this year. And I'm really happy that the kids actually want to reuse their costumes from last year. And then we ended up just buying a prop from Walmart. It was this cool little chainsaw thing that will go with their costumes. So thankfully this year costumes are a little bit cheaper for me. I think we're gonna try to make Ethan's at home. We made the girls' costumes last year, and then they're gonna wear the same ones this year. And then Ethan wants a homemade one as well. And then Austin's re-wearing his Jason costume from last year. So thankfully it's a little bit cheaper. When we lived in Texas, we would always buy new costumes, but y'all, it is not in the budget anymore. And so I told them, I'm like, we have to start getting a little crafty. But I'd love to hear, do you guys typically make your costumes at home, or do you buy new ones? And if you do you buy new ones every year? I highly recommend one of these electric scrub brushes for the bathtub. It makes life so much easier. It gets really deep into the corners, the crevices, and it does have an attachment to make it longer. So if you're cleaning the shower and you don't want to get down on your hands and knees, you can just scrub the ground with the long handle. So it definitely is a back saver. I made sure to wipe everything down before putting it back onto the bathtub because, of course, you don't want to put a bunch of sticky bottles back on the shelf and get it dirty immediately. So I made sure to wipe it down really good. And then she did have some doubles of some products. So I put away the doubles into her cabinet. That way she doesn't have as many things around the bathtub.
Smoky rays make way, double
I love looking at a freshly cleaned area. There is no better feeling. Last but not least, we had to make sure we wiped down all the light switches and the doorknobs and all the things because there was definitely fingerprints all over them. Finally done, and look at her cute little bathroom set, you guys. My mom actually bought this for her last year for Christmas. Whenever my mom lived with us, she saw this set on Temu and thought of her, and it is so perfect and adorable. It is now the next day. I ran to Food Lion and got these tablets. Since her toilet keeps getting moldy, and no wonder, I just took the lid off of it. That is so gross. Ew, why does the wall look like that? But we're gonna put these in and hopefully this will clean this nasty toilet up. Day 2, and we are now ready to tackle this bedroom. I already know this is gonna be quite the job. I went ahead and grabbed a trash bag. I'm probably gonna need more than one. But the main thing, her bedroom, yes, is a little dirty, but not terrible. It's mainly the drawers. Every single drawer has so much stuff crammed into it. So that's where all of the mess lies. And we will be getting to all of the drawers. And I really want to make some space in her closet as well. We'll probably be getting rid of the little table that she has in there. It's her table that used to go with her bed. She doesn't use it. It just takes up space. So I'll probably list that, try to sell it. But let me show you guys an overview of what this room looks like. Here is her bedroom. Like I said, it doesn't look terrible when you just look in. I mean, of course, you guys know she loves her stuffed animals. I will be washing her bedding and everything today as well. We'll pull that off first. And then I want to do like a tumble dry load for all of her stuffed animals, get like the dust out of it and things like that. I meant to pick up some Odoban at Food Lion today. I knew I was forgetting something. Eventually I'll get some Odoban, but I do want to throw those into the dryer, get the dust out of them, go through these drawers. You guys can see they're bursting at the seams. And yeah, we're gonna get this place looking nice and organized. This is her closet. All right. Now to figure out where to start. I am not gonna lie, I was looking at this bedroom just thinking, oh my goodness, I don't even know where to begin. It really was a struggle, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate looking at a project and just staring at it thinking, I don't even know where to begin. You are not alone. We all get that feeling, but the most important thing is to not let that feeling override what our plan is, what our intention is. Even if we have to just set a timer, then set a timer, do what you can. But what I love to do is just visualize the outcome. Imagine how good it's gonna look at the end, how it's gonna be worth it, how thankful and grateful my daughter will be when I get done. And that is usually the motivation for me to just get started, pick a spot and do it. So I first picked up her clean clothes that she had in her room. Then we're gonna start with her bed because obviously I needed to wash the bedding and that always takes a long time, so I wanted to pull that off. And then I decided to just put all of her stuffed animals out of her bedroom because there was just so many, and I knew I wasn't gonna be able to work in here if her room was just completely covered and I'm walking and tripping over stuff. So that was the plan. We're gonna just shove all of the stuffed animals out of here and tackle underneath her bed first, see how much junk she had under there, and then I'll slowly be moving her stuffed animals back into her bedroom on her bed after I throw them into into the dryer, fluff them up, get the dust out of them. So that was kind of the little routine that I was going to be doing as I was cleaning.
And I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him all the time. I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts.
A great way to freshen up your mattress is some good old carpet freshener, or you can just use some baking soda. You want to put it on top of the mattress, leave it sit for about 10 minutes or so, then you vacuum it off. It's going to freshen it, deodorize. Then when you vacuum it, you can make sure there's no dead skin or nasty stuff on the mattress, and it smells good again. And if you guys didn't know this, kind of gross, but dust mites actually feed off of the dead skin cells. So it's really important that you do vacuum your mattress. That way you don't have those dead skin cells sitting on your mattress, just trying to invite those little critters into your bed. So definitely make sure you take the time to vacuum your mattress frequently. And also it'll help with any sort of allergies. It'll get up any dust, pet dander, pollen, improving the air quality around you. And now that I got this one all vacuumed, cleaned up, I knew I needed to lift it up because her little bed frame thing, this is actually an adjustable bed frame, so she can lift it up if she has acid reflux or anything like that, or if she wants to lift the legs up. But it had shifted on her and all her stuffed animals were starting to fall in the crack of the bed. So I am going to be shifting the whole bed frame to put it closer to the wall and just make sure that everything is sitting right on top of the bed frame so her stuffed animals don't fall into the crack again. And by this time I had already gotten done with the first load of stuffed animals in the dryer. So the ones that have already been through the dryer, I'm going to go ahead and put on top of the mattress now that everything is nice and clean. And then all these other ones that need to go into the dryer, like I said, we're going to be putting those into the hallway out of my way because we're going to go underneath this bed and pull everything out, and just wait till you see how much she had underneath here.
Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him na 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 na. My heart is saying yeah, yeah.
Y'all, I could not believe I pulled out a suitcase that was full of clothes. I was like, what in the world? That was definitely from a few weeks ago when she stayed at my parents' house. She never unpacked her dirty clothes. So I went ahead, pulled all of those out, threw them into the laundry room area so I could make sure we get those done. And little did I know how much dirty laundry I was going to be finding in her room in all of the places. Every nook, cranny, there was dirty clothes.
I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want.
I was trying to pick up all the big pieces of trash as I went because obviously I don't want to vacuum up those big pieces. And there was a lot of trash everywhere, you guys. She loves cutting up little pieces of paper and just making things. So I had trash everywhere.
Heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna na 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 now. Yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be
just know I was underneath this bed for a hot minute trying to grab everything, and I am so claustrophobic. I am not gonna lie. It took me a while to get everything out because I just don't like tight places. So I had to keep backing up, coming out, going back in. I was trying to power through, get it done. My camera died on me as I was underneath the bed and I didn't know it. That's why you guys don't see me fully underneath the bed the whole time. But just know, I was under there for a while trying to get everything out, and I'll show you guys an overview of, yeah, there's all the stuff that was underneath there. If you guys ever struggled with decluttering because you often think how much money you spent on this item and you feel like you're just wasting money or throwing it away, let me know if you've ever had that thought, because I know that was one of the biggest things that used to hold me back whenever I would declutter. I would remember how much I spent on it and then it would just make me not want to get rid of it. But honestly, that is not the way to look at it. The money has already been spent. It's already gone, no matter if you keep the item or not. So that money it's never going to come back. And I like to call this a sunk cost. So you're holding on to something just because of the value of it, but it's not actually bringing you any value. It's just taking up space in your home. So instead of thinking you're wasting money, think I've already paid. I already got my usage out of it. I enjoyed this item, especially if you don't use it anymore. And if you learned a lesson like, hey, I spent money on this and I never used it, call it a lesson learned, and you won't make that mistake again. Reclaim your space. Every item that you hold on to is just taking up more physical space in your home. It's taking up your mental energy because you have to manage it, clean it, store it, move it around. And sometimes that is an ongoing cost that is greater than the monetary value of it. So my biggest tip for you guys is to just shift your perspective of it. Don't look at it as wasting money. If it's something good, you can donate it. That way others can get value out of it. But some things are better to just let go.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies.
I pretty much went through everything that I could tell for sure was junk, trash, old stuff she didn't need anymore, dirty laundry from under her bed. So I'm going to shove the rest of the stuff over to the corner because I knew I was going to need some help with that. I needed her to go through it. There were some things that I thought she could get rid of, but I felt like she needed to make that decision. So I'm just shifting it over for now, and we're going to work underneath the dresser, pull everything out, go through the trash. There were items that were just full of trash, like this little gift bag right here, nothing but trash. So definitely getting rid of all of that. Then we are finally going to start pulling some stuff out of these drawers. When I lifted up these bigger stuffed animals, I could not believe how much was in that corner too. So many pieces of clothes that still had tags on them, junk. So we need to go through all of this. I'm going to wash all these clothes since they've been crammed into the corner. Some of them were new, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and wash them too, because who doesn't love freshly washed clothes?
I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of. How can you be so calm around me when I act desperately? You used to be the one getting crazy when I'd be hard to reach. I can see it in your eyes. You don't want to talk anymore.
In case you guys are wondering who I'm yapping on the phone to right here, my Nana had called me and we always talk about everything. She is like my go-to person. We have such a special bond. So we were just yapping away, catching up. It had been a couple weeks since we talked. So that is who I'm on the phone with. And it's so funny because I can tell I slow down so much when I'm on the phone. There were so many moments that I had to just cut out because I'm over there talking with my hands. I'm definitely the person that talks with their hands a lot. So I had to take out a lot of those sections where I was doing that, which it's just so funny because you don't realize you do certain things until you film yourself and you have to edit it. And you're like, why do I do that? It's just so funny because there's so many things you don't realize you do until someone films you and you watch yourself back. Adrienne definitely has her own type of style, so she knows what she likes and she knows what she doesn't, and when she likes something, we get a lot of it. So we basically have the same type of pants, the same type of shorts, and they're almost all in the same color. So yeah, I really needed to go through this, get rid of some of them because she just has way too many, and I could tell there were some items that she just doesn't wear at all. So I will be getting rid of those as well. Of course, it is a bit harder when the things aren't yours, but my rule of thumb for whenever I'm decluttering my clothes is if I haven't wore it in a year, then I probably just need to get rid of it, especially if it's something that's not seasonal. Of course, you have items like jackets and hats and scarves. You're not going to wear those year round. But for those items, I like to say, okay, did I wear this last season? Then you can maybe give it one more season. And if it never left your closet or drawer, it's time to part ways. Make space for things that you actually love and use.
So hard to breathe, 'cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here.
This drawer right here are all of the Pokemon. You guys know, if you've been here for a while, my family loves Pokemon. My husband collects it. We're actually in the middle of trying to sell some Pokemon to make some money, but she has a huge collection and they're in that bottom drawer. So I just went ahead, grabbed the trash out of the drawer, left all the Pokemon because that's a pretty good space for it, and she knows where they're at and they're still organized.
It's so hard to breathe, 'cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe.
As I started going through her dresser, I realized that almost every single drawer was nothing but like knickknacks and fidgets and the most random items. So I will be ordering some shelves to go in her bedroom. That way we can put some of her knickknacks that are decorative up on the shelf out of the drawer, because obviously it's not doing any good sitting in a drawer and everything is just piling up. So I did order some. Actually have to go film me hanging them up and add that into the end of this video so I can get it up for you guys at the same time. But so I did order that, and then I also wanted to change her dresser to only clothes items, because her little stand where I have the plant on, that one will be for her toys, knickknacks, things like that, but her actual dresser, I wanted it to be designated for clothes. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be switching some things around. I'm also gonna be using the black stand that was behind the closet door. We're gonna move that and use that for her fidgets too.
Watch out, this small world is closing in, no doubt. You've been in some nasty pain, but I'll shout right until you really hear.
Now that I went through her clothes, got rid of the dirty ones that needed to be washed, the ones that no longer fit her, it is time to vacuum out the drawers and tackle the last couple ones in here that were just bursting at the seams. Quick update on the AC repair. So he did come out and fix it, or so he said. He fixed it. He said that he thought it was our panel and that we need a new panel, but he bypassed something. I guess there's two sides to the panel, the left and the right. The left is an extra bypass feature. We don't need it. So he unhooked it and said that we shouldn't have any issues moving forward and that it was just the panel. But immediately after he left that night, the AC went out on the same side of the house as it did before. So I went up there. Sure enough, the light was on our damper motor, which has always been the issue. I'm not sure why they keep going out, even though they are supposedly replacing it with a brand new one. But yeah, the light was on, so I ended up having to turn off the unit, do a reset. Thankfully, he did show me how to hit the reset buttons. I did the reset, turned it back on, and it's working again. So I have no idea what's going on at this point. I feel like there's some underlying issue, and this guy just keeps saying the same thing. So I feel like it's never going to get fixed. So at this point, I'm not sure what to do. We have a warranty with them, so we don't want to call anyone else because we've already paid to have a warranty with them. But we always get the same person, and they keep saying the same thing. So at this point, I'm not sure. I guess I'm just gonna have to keep resetting it every time it messes up.
Until it's out of sight. No time, we'll have driven far from here right now. You need to pack your bags, my dear. We'll climb. The view is really great up there. I know we can be a splash of paint in a world that's otherwise so gray. Take me by my arms and say.
Those are little tiny beads to make bracelets. Adrian has a ton of bracelet making kits, but it looked like it had spilled in here. So we're gonna get this all vacuumed out.
This way, and you are typing the words down. Let them take your blank spaces. We could be a splash of paint. We could be a splash of paint.
Cleaning your kid's bedroom is basically like going on an archaeological dig because you just never know what era you're gonna uncover. Sometimes you'll find last week's snack wrapper or last year's Easter egg hunt eggs, or maybe even a sippy cup that might be old enough to vote. I mean, honestly, you just never know. I probably should be wearing gloves and a hazmat suit as I'm doing this.
A splash of paint could be. We could be a splash of paint. Us could be. We could be a splash of paint. Could be a splash of. I know we could.
It is finally time to get this room just a smidge bit more organized. I feel right now all I've been doing is trying to maintain the chaos and get rid of some of the junk, but we're finally organizing an area. We're gonna put her pants in here. I do like to do the KonMari method of folding, so I try to do that. I try to teach the kids how to keep up with it as well. Obviously they're not perfect at it, but it definitely helps them stay organized for longer, and then I'll come in, refix everything over some time. But one of the things I did pull out of her drawer was that cute little Lilo and Stitch wall decor thing. So I did hang that up for her because it matches her room theme still, and it's super cute.
Splash of paint in a world that's otherwise so gray. Take me by my arms and say, it's the first to color things this way. And you are typing the words down. Let them take your blank spaces. We could be a splash of paint.
Look at all the dirty clothes she had crammed under her bed, in the crack of her bed, in the corner, in her drawers. So much laundry. I did go ahead, switch it over, that way I can get the bedding done, and then I'll finish up the last little bit of stuffed animals. I almost got through all of them, but now I'm gonna go ahead and put some of these into her stuffed animal beanbag chair because she can definitely fit more, and this is way too much to be on her bed. So let's do that. And then you guys, I just have so much stuff I need to go through, and I honestly feel like I need Adrian to help me, so I might set aside some stuff until she gets home from school, like all of her little knick-knack things, to see if there's anything she can get rid of, because we're gonna have a lot of them. I mean, this whole stand is just like random stuff, and her dresser. So let's just finish up what we can until she gets home. I did put some more animals in here, but we do end up putting some more later because even Adrian said there was just way too many for her bed. So thankfully, by the end of this, she will have way less stuffed animals on her bed, making it a little bit easier for us to wash her bedding, because I dread it every single time I have to pull off all those stuffed animals, put them back on. It is such a pain. Here is the huge pile of stuff that I pulled out from underneath the bed, the dressers, all the spaces. I'm gonna go through this, try to get rid of as much as I can. Y'all, by the end of this, I have, I believe, over 4 trash bags full of trash that came out of her bedroom, which is just wild. My memory card ran out of space while I was going through that pile of stuff, but I went ahead and threw away all the notebooks that you could tell were just previous years of school and just random stuff. So I got rid of those, but I still have a stack of stuff. I want her to go through it when she comes home. We have about an hour and a half until she'll be home. So I'm going to try to go through the other stuff and then set aside all the knick-knack things, the books, the notebooks, and have her go through it because I'm really hoping she's going to downsize. I was also looking on Amazon. I think I'm going to order some shelves to get some of her cute little like snow globes and decorative things, put them up on the wall instead of everything being crammed in a drawer. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to try to order those today. So hopefully I can get them in either tomorrow or the next day, because I really want to get it in this video. So I need to order those very soon. But the sheets are done. I'm going to go ahead and pull the sheets out, switch everything over. I'm not going to make the bed until everything is done because I have all those stuffed animals on there and I don't want to have to take them on and off a million times. But I'm going to switch that clothes over. Then we're going to tackle that stand and her closet. And then by that time, hopefully she'll be home and we can like finalize what she wants to keep before putting it inside of that stand. So what I tried to do was put all of her clothes in her good dresser where her TV is. And then the extra little storage drawers will be for all of her knickknacks and toys and stuff like that in her little black stand. And if she has a surplus of stuff that doesn't fit in there, then she's going to have to downsize and go through it, because honestly, I feel like majority of this stuff she doesn't really play with. So I need her to be honest with herself and make a decision on if she actually uses it, because Christmas is around the corner and I know she's going to get some new stuff, and I really want her to have a space in her room to put her things so it's not just like crammed inside of a drawer, because we all know if things are thrown into a drawer, a cabinet, a toy box, the kids are less likely to play with it because they're going to forget it's there. It's going to be such a mess. It's going to be overwhelming for them to go look for it, find it, and play with it, that it usually just ends up being forgotten about. So it's kind of pointless to have a bunch of stuff that you're never going to touch. So we're gonna have that convo when she gets home, and then yeah, hopefully we can finish this. Y'all, this is a way bigger job than I thought it was gonna be. The bathroom yesterday ended up taking me so long, and now this, yeah. But I hope I can finish it up quickly because I want to get this video up for you guys hopefully Sunday. But if it takes me longer, it might end up going up on Monday. I was trying to make sure I did not neglect the laundry. I did not want to get to the end of the day and not have her bedding done. So I was trying to stay on top of it, plus start tackling all the clothes that I pulled out of her room. You guys, I had so many piles of laundry to do after I got done in her bedroom. Time to tackle this stand, which was just a big old jumbled mess. I just found another bag of trash. That's what I said. So we're gonna go ahead and pull everything off of this stand, and I end up moving this because I realized when I go to start cleaning out her closet that you can't fully open up her closet door because the stand is right here. Not to mention she also has a stuffed animal organizer on the inside of her closet. So it already takes up a lot of space. It makes it hard for her to get in there. So we do end up moving this stand to a new spot. Honestly, majority of the stuff that was on this stand ended up in the trash because it was just so much junk, and I feel like she had no idea where to put it, so she just piled it on this stand. So it is a good thing that we are going through it.
Love is like a roller coaster, but I'm trying to hold on. I don't want it to stop. Even though we fight sometimes and it feels like a war zone, I still care about us. How do you move on when everything goes wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken.
One of y'all had a brilliant idea to put like a poster board down at the bottom of the racks to make it a flat surface. And I think I want to do that for this shelf right here because she has a lot of little things that she wants to sit on top and they fall through the crack. So I think soon I'm going to go pick up a poster board and try to make a perfect little shelf to go on there. If I can find a black poster board, that would be even better. But I just thought that was such a good idea. So thank you, whoever made that suggestion. You made it for my pantry declutter to put on the shelves, which is also a really good idea. But I think if I did it in my pantry, I would want to get like an actual piece of wood just to make it look a little bit more formal. But for her little wire stand, I feel like that would look really good to just have a black poster board at the bottom.
What we said, I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door.
time to tackle this closet. Of course, a bunch of random stuff in here again, and this white stand, I do get rid of it. We don't need it in here, so I take that out of there. It frees up a lot of space, and I ordered a new basket to put the shoes in, which I will be setting up at the end of this video as well, and I think that'll help keep her closet looking really nice and organized and just make it easier for her to store her shoes.
Dealing with emotions, but I want you to know that you'll always be on my mind, even in the hard times. I care about you. How do you move on when everything goes wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broke.
I've been slowly getting all of her laundry done over the last couple days, and y'all, we have got to get some more hangers because we did not have nearly enough hangers. So currently her clothes are just kind of laid out flat on her beanbag chair until I can get some more hangers. One of the things I wish we could change in this house were the sizes of the closets in the kids' bedrooms. They made our master bedroom closets ginormous. Both me and my husband have a huge closet, but all the kids' rooms have mini closets and we can barely fit their clothes in there. I wish there was a way we could expand their closets, but for now we have to work with what we got, so we're trying to fit all of the shirts into a tiny little space.
Forget about what we said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me.
By this time, Adrian is home and we are finally going through and finalizing what she wants to keep, what she wants to get rid of. I sped this up really fast because it took us a hot minute, but I am so proud of her. She did so good, and anytime she struggled with an item, I just asked her, do you love it? When's the last time you played with it? If it's not recently, then it's time to get rid of it.
Pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, love you a little bit more. 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 How do you move on when everything is wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what you said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer.
Thankfully, she did have quite a few bins, so the plan was to keep enough fidgets where she can keep them organized in a bin, and if they were overflowing, then we knew she had to part ways with some more.
I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, love you a little bit more. Just a little bit. Love you a little bit more. Love you a little bit more. Just a little bit. Love you a little bit more. I was just a kid when I met you, honey.
Last but not least, time for her to go through the stuff on her dresser. A lot of the stuff was going to go on the shelf, like her little snow globes, and then there's also a puzzle of Lilo and Stitch that she made a couple months ago, and we keep meaning to buy a frame for it so we can frame it on the wall. So we're gonna leave that puzzle on her dresser for now, but the plan is to buy a frame for it and hang it up.
Down bed wishing you'd come and save me. If only I'd have a time machine back then, I'd see us dancing in the kitchen night. No one thought we could ever make it. Didn't know time could move so fast. 10 years later and I'm still your baby. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing, but I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me. Of all the love you gon' love you like summer 15. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing, but I will be forever young in
Now I'm just trying to go through and organize her fidgets and her little knickknacks as best as I could. That way each bin has its designated items so she knows which one to put it in, and I feel like we did a really good job. We really narrowed it down.
Painting pictures, you and me. Late night drives, music loud, ours for speaking. Close my eyes and I was dreaming. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing, but I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me. About our love, she gon' love you like summer 15. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing, but I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me. About our love, she gon' love you like summer 15. Can't see myself without you now, it's overdue. We try to go our separate ways, but I come back, it's true. Maybe we're both missing out on life, playing by the rules.
I went ahead and stored her suitcase underneath her bed. That way if she needs it, she can grab it out. And in the meantime, we're also going to be putting her little puppy dog thing in there. It's like a robot dog and you can control it with the little cards, but she knows where it's at. It's going to be in her suitcase right under her bed. That way it stays a little bit more organized. She also has that little guinea pig cage with the purple top. I asked her, do you play with this? If not, we should really get rid of it because it takes up a lot of space. And she does play with the little guinea pigs inside of it, but not the actual cage. So I went ahead and I will be pulling the guinea pigs out and then throwing away that little plastic cage. We also got rid of the lava lamps. We have tried quite a few different lava lamps from Walmart and had the worst luck. They always break. So that's why I threw away that one, because they just keep breaking. I don't know what's going on, but I'm about over buying lava lamps.
Because of you, hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing, but I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me. About our love, she gon' love you like summer 15. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing, but
I was in the midst of cooking dinner and doing all the things, so I was really trying to hurry up and just get the room to a point where it was organized and clean before she went to bed. So I was really trying to hustle. We do put her shoes in the closet for now, nice and stacked up, but we did buy a bin for it. We will get it in the next clip. You'll see me organize the shoes and hang up the shelf. It ends up looking so good in here, but the last few items, we're just putting it in the stand that is designated for her toys and crafting items and all the things.
tell the story about you and me. About our love, she gon' love you like summer 15. Gon' love you like summer 15. Like summer 15.
I used to stay up all night trying to find my place, chasing neon lights and looking for some kind of trace to lead me out of darkness. Give me a little faith, something to make me stronger, someone who could light the way. Then you came to me.
Her dresser was still covered in so many different beads, so we tried to salvage as many of them as we could, put them in her little bead container. Then I'm going to be wiping down this dresser, getting the clutter off of it because it was so dusty. There was just so many things on here, collecting a bunch of dust. So I told her she really needs to try to keep this clear. That way it's easier for her to dust and keep clean.
I almost can't believe it. Every time we touch, I feel at home. There's no way I'd ever let you go. When you put your hands in mine, I know we're gonna be alright. I don't know what you do to me, but I feel like I am way up in the sky. When you put your hands in mine, I know we're gonna be alright. 'Cause when we touch is when I really come alive. don't know anybody that could compare to you. The way you're always smiling, the way you light up a room. I couldn't live without you, not even if I tried. Cause every day I'm with you, I'm flying over the clouds.
It is crazy how much electronics really attract dust. Every time my kids have electronics in their room, and the more they have of them, the more dustier it gets. So I really need to try to make a point to go in and dust more frequently.
Yeah, I'm flying over the clouds, and I'm not coming down. Every time we touch, I feel at home. There's no way I'd ever let you go. When you put your hands in mine, I know you're gonna be alright. I don't know what you do to me, but I feel like I am way up in the sky. When you put your hands in mine, I know you're gonna be alright. Cause when we touch is when I really come alive.
Yay, we were finally getting close to the end. She was so excited. She wanted me to finish her room tonight so bad. She was like, Mom, I really hope you can finish, which I knew the shelves and the basket we were gonna have to wait on, but everything else I could finish up. So we were determined to finish it up before bedtime. And now that the room is nice and vacuumed, we're gonna go ahead and go through her stuffed animals on her bed, because she did say she wanted less on her bed. So she's looking at all of them and then deciding which ones she wanted to put in her beanbag chair.
When we touch is when I really come alive. I couldn't be without you now. I just can't see how, not even if I tried. I couldn't be without you now. I just can't see how, cause I need you by my side. Every time we touch, I feel at home. There's no way I'd ever let you go.
There is nothing better than a clean washed bedding. I love the smell of fresh washed linen whenever you climb into the bed. So I know she was so happy to get in bed this night. And because her room was so neat, she kept saying, it looks so different in here. I love it. And she even said she is for sure going to keep up with it. She just felt really overwhelmed because she just had too much of a mess. So she didn't know where to start. So I'm happy. This is a great reset for her, and she'll be able to keep up with it a lot easier. This is now the next day. I got the bin in. It was quite a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be, but thankfully it still fit in the closet, so she has plenty of space to add more shoes into there. But we're going to just push it over to the left side and have all the shoes contained. Then we're going to build the shelves. Thankfully the shelves were so easy to put together, to hang up. I'm not good at doing the anchors in the wall, so for now I just hung them up as is. Then if she wants to put anything heavy on them, I'm gonna have to have my husband come in and put the anchors into the wall. So I told her just put light stuff on there for now. We did put her snow globes, but I felt like they weren't too heavy, so hopefully it'll be good. Fingers crossed. We don't want it falling down, but thankfully if it does fall, it'll fall on the beanbag chair.
Gonna be alright. Yeah, I don't know what you do to me, but I feel like I am way up in the sky. When you put your hands in mine, I know you're gonna be alright. Cause when we touch is when I really come alive.
Wake up 2 p.m. I don't know where we are. Looks like a cheap motel with our clothes on the floor. I don't know how we ended up here.
I initially was planning to put them one on top of the other and just like a little off to the side, a little offset, but after looking at it, it just seemed too close to the TV. So we decided to put one near the window and then one near the TV, and I feel like it looks so good. I love how it turned out. I did also order a little shelf for her bathroom, and it also has hooks on it for her to hang up all of her necklaces and bracelets. That's coming in a couple days, so you won't see that in this video, but I am excited to add that. But here is the final look. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe it. The before and after is insane. I really hope this gave y'all tons of motivation to tackle your space in your home. If it did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you subscribe. Join my YouTube family. I upload new cleaning every single week, and I would love to have you here. But I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. We're about to get started on today's video, and today is going to be one of those days where you're just ready to get some cleaning done, to get some frustrations out. I've literally spent all morning trying to get a refund for trying to recover my files for my laundry video. I paid $100 for disc drill and it did not work at all. It did not recover my files. All it recovered was a black screen. And so I have been going back and forth a million times trying to get a refund because I wasted $100. And that is the most infuriating website ever. I do not recommend Disc Drill. If you guys need to recover your files, do not use them because you will spend an eternity arguing back and forth, and they will tell you the same thing over and over when you know it's a lie. But anyway, today is a great day to clean out all the frustrations, just get myself in a better mood. We're gonna feel better once we do some rage cleaning. So that's what we're doing today. We are going to be cleaning my entire house because quite frankly, it just needs it, especially my shower. My shower is so gross. So we're gonna start in my shower and then we're gonna work my way around this entire house, hopefully get it all done before the kids get out of school. We actually have the boys' first football practice today. I can't believe they're both starting flag football. They're so excited. So my life is about to get really hectic, really busy, but also a lot of fun for them. But anyway, we need to jump right into it because I have a lot to get done today. Hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your day. I am so happy to report back that I ended up getting half of a refund after all the frustrations of going back and forth. So I will take it. A partial refund is better than nothing. So I felt a lot better, and I also felt a lot better after I spent the entire day cleaning. My house was refreshed, my mindset was reset, so all is well. And I'm sure you guys can relate because some days, you know, you just need to clean to stop thinking about whatever you're thinking about. At least for me, I know that always seems to help. Rage cleaning, that is my favorite. One of my favorite things to do. Even my kids will be like, Mom, what's going on? Why are you cleaning everything right now? They either think somebody's coming over or they know that Mom is in a mood. Please tell me I'm not the only one. But if this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. I'm glad that you clicked on today's video. I upload nothing but cleaning motivation, so if that's your jam, I hope you subscribe. And if you're an OG subscriber, thank you so much for being here and always supporting. It truly means the world to me.
I met him on a sunny day in late July, and everything turned upside down. I almost lost track of time as weeks went by. I couldn't get him off my mind. I told him I want that great love, like standing in the middle of a
Today's video is a really good one. Not only are we doing a ton of deep cleaning, but we're also going to be decluttering some areas that needed decluttering, organizing, and basically tackling my entire house. And the first area that needed attention was my bathroom. Not so much my countertops and the toilet and things like that. Those weren't terrible. It was my shower that needed some serious TLC. I was noticing some like little mold spots, which this shower gets so moldy so fast. I do not understand. We've been using the vent whenever we shower to make sure if there's dampness, you know, it helps get it out. I've been trying to remember to use the little squeegee in the shower. I need to get better. I used it downstairs and then I just never brought it back up. But some of y'all recommended using the squeegee to like squeegee the glass afterwards to help with the hard water stains. So I need to do that more frequently, but for some reason, the clear caulking in the bathroom is getting moldy and it's like getting stuck underneath of the caulking. So I have been trying to bleach it nonstop. I use vinegar. I've been pulling out my Q-tips and trying to like get in the cracks. At this point, I really feel like I want to completely just like take the caulking off and redo it ourselves because it's just so nasty. And it's weird because when we moved in, it didn't have that. So I don't know if they redid it right before we moved in or what's going on, but yeah, my shower has been driving me nuts because of the caulking getting all moldy and nasty. So today's cleaning is very necessary. I did end up spraying down the shower with bleach the day before just to let it sit in there for a long time. And then today we're gonna go in, I'm gonna clean it once with vinegar and then a second time with bleach because I could not get that grout or the caulking to look clean. So I ended up cleaning it 2 separate times to make sure I really got rid of all of the nasty stuff in the shower. And our glass was looking very murky and dirty, so I end up using vinegar. So I put vinegar in a spray bottle. I like to spray my glass with it, let it sit for a few minutes, do its magic, and then I cover a towel with some baking soda and come in and wipe it down. You guys know it gets like all bubbly and has that chemical reaction, and it works amazing at getting those hard water stains off. So that's what I'm going to be doing in my shower today to make sure everything is nice and sparkling clean.
Tight, knowing that you can't get burned. Just tell me how we lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know. And tell me how we messed up, drifting away from each other. Didn't want to let you go.
Here's a nice close-up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You can see in the cracks all the mold. Ugh, it's driving me insane in here. And that's my spray bottle filled with vinegar. So we're just spraying this really good. I do let it sit for a little bit, and you definitely need to turn the fan on because vinegar is so strong. It will knock you out just like bleach. They are no joke when you're cleaning with them.
Different things and I have to deal with it, but it's not easy. So tell me how to let go, cause you really seem to know how to carry on your own. Ever since I got a good look in his eyes, I just knew that he was special. He said he wanted to take it slow, but I couldn't help that I wanted to take it to the next level, cause I wanted that.
I mentioned in the intro of this video that my boys were starting flag football, and I wanted to tell you guys how the first workout / practice went. So we got an email about Austin starting flag football. We haven't received one yet about Ethan, which is weird because it's through the same league. But we went ahead and had his first meetup, and basically all they did was have all of the kids line up. They threw balls to see how they ran, how they caught the ball, and the coaches just sat back with their clipboards and were taking notes and stuff. And then they ended up picking who they wanted on their team. So we just got a text message actually today letting us know whose team Austin was going to be on. So we have his team, we have his practice days. So we're going to be going to practice 3 times a week up until they start their games, which I think their games start around like November 10th or something. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm just crossing my fingers that whenever we get Ethan's schedule, it's going to line up, because if we have 3 different days for both of the boys to do their practices and games, we're going to be running around every single day. So hopefully they're going to line up, fingers crossed. I'll definitely let you guys know once we get Ethan's schedule too. But I'm so excited for the boys to start. This is the first time Ethan is going to be doing any sport, so I'm just excited to see how is he going to act. Is he going to be a good team player? Is he going to be super competitive?
Standing in the middle of a bonfire. You don't know how you got there, but you hold tight, knowing that you can't get burned. Just tell me how we lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know. And tell me how we messed up, drifting away from each other. Didn't want to let you go.
I'm now going in with the vinegar, spraying the glass down really well, letting that sit for a few minutes before going in with the baking soda. So what I did is I just filled a little bowl up with the baking soda. That way I could dip my towel into the baking soda and add as much as I needed. I like to use a lot because I feel like this is that abrasive substance that's really going to scrub off all of the hard water stains. So I don't like to skimp on the baking soda.
Carry on. Met him on a sunny day in late July, and everything turned upside down. I almost lost track of time as weeks went by. I couldn't get him off my mind. I couldn't get him off my mind.
Then whenever you're done scrubbing this, you simply just rinse it off and you will be amazed how clear your glass is after this. And then what I've been using is some Rain-X to really help protect the glass, make it last longer in between cleanings. So you just spray on the Rain-X, wipe it with some paper towels, and your shower is good to go for quite some time. I cannot believe my second oldest daughter is going to be turning 13 on November 1st. I just cannot believe I'm going to have 2 teenagers in the house. Like, how am I old enough for this? I can't believe it. And I can't believe how quickly it's coming. I have been like hustling, trying to plan a birthday party. I need to make some invitations. Like, I'm just trying to get everything set up, and I'm thinking I'm going to be filming a after party cleanup since I didn't film that after Ethan for everybody. I put that up for my members. So I think after Adrian's birthday party, I'm going to save the cleaning for you guys so you can see the after party cleanup. It's probably not going to be too messy, so I'm sure it's going to be a mix of that and then of course some regular cleaning, because we really are only planning on doing a balloon arch and just some simple decorations. I really don't go too crazy for birthday parties. Let me know down below. Do you guys go all out and do like tons of food and decorations, or do you keep it pretty simple? We're definitely a pretty simple kind of family, especially because, I mean, life is so expensive right now. So I like to celebrate the day, have a little bit of decorations, but not break the bank trying to decorate. I rather make the memories and have the people around. To me, that's what makes the parties so much fun and special. But we are going to be splurging on one of those delicious nothing bundt cakes. Have you guys ever tried the nothing bundt cakes? If you have not, you need to look it up and see if you have one in your area. They are the most delicious cakes you will ever have in your entire life. They're so good. So she requested a nothing bundt cake for her birthday. I think she's thinking of doing a red velvet one, but I also saw they have a limited edition. I think it's like Reese's and Oreo. I'm not sure if they only come in the little bundt cakes. If it comes in the big one, I don't know. She might change her mind, but we are going to be getting one of those for her birthday. It felt so good to get this entire bathroom deep cleaned, the shower deep cleaned, the floors. I even moved the rugs, just shook them out. I didn't really need to wash them because you guys know I just bought those green rugs and I bleached all the white ones not too long ago. So I put those back in after the floor dried. I did have my Mr. Clean Harvest Spice in my spray mop. So, oh, it smelled so good. But now it's time to tackle my messy bedroom. Of course, my dresser was covered in clothes, so we're going to get all of that picked up, and then we're going to be decluttering my desk. You guys, I have been saying that I wanted to clean my desk off for months, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I have so many things on there, which I really want to get like a filing cabinet or something to go underneath my desk to help organize more. I just have too many things that I need, and I don't want to move them anywhere else because they're just handy on my desk. But my desk is so limited on space, so I don't know, down the road I would love to get like a file box or I don't know, a little stand or something that matches my desk.
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower.
I did finally end up going back to TJ Maxx, so I bought this cute necklace holder thing to put my necklaces on because I finally have been buying some more jewelry, just like cheap jewelry, but I bought one from TJ Maxx, and before I could even set it up, I like tripped over it and I broke it. I was so upset. Thankfully though, TJ Maxx took it back and I swapped it out for this one that you guys sitting. It has two little drawers at the bottom, and then it has the stand up top that I can hang my necklaces on and rings and earrings. So I set it all up. I think it looks so cute, but I need to clear away my dresser so I can fit it on here a lot better.
I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear.
I am so obsessed with the blanket that's on my bed. You guys, I love that blanket so much. The colors are just stunning. So I mentioned that I was really thinking of doing a green accent wall in our bedroom. I wanted to do the same green that's in our laundry room, but after mentioning it to my husband, he was like, no, I don't want to do the same green. Like it just will feel like too much green in the house. So I'm kind of thinking possibly that color that's in my blanket, that like kind of maroon or copperish color, that in between, I don't know, I love that color, that copper reddish brownish color. I think it's really pretty. And if I did it in a like pale color of it, like not super bold, I don't want to go too dark, but I feel like if I did like a lighter shade of it, it would look so pretty in here. I don't know. I'm going to run it by my husband. I've been thinking on it and I'm like, I feel like that color would go really nicely with the other colors in our room, the greens and the cream color. It's very earthy. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about that. What do you guys think? Do you think that color would look good on the wall that my headboard is sitting on and my desk?
That I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Falling in love. You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. I feel like the ocean.
This desk is such a mess. I have the most random things sitting on here. So taking the stuff off that don't belong, and then I am gonna go downstairs, grab me one of my old mason jars so I can put all of my pens and pencils and all of the writing utensils inside one nicely organized space. And just that alone made such a big difference because those pens took up so much space on top of my desk.
Cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know, and I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but
It's a miracle. I can finally see the top of my desk now. So of course I needed to dust it because it had not been dusted in quite some time, and it was definitely piled on there.
It's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in love. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down.
Last but not least, we're going to do some vacuuming in here. I did lay down some carpet freshener, make it smell good. Oh, and I did want to ask you guys, so I was looking at the Sam's Club website because you guys know my corded vacuum broke quite a few months ago, and I really want to get a corded vacuum so bad. If I don't get one now, probably for Christmas, that's what I'm going to ask for because I need one. This vacuum works great, don't get me wrong, but for the deep cleaning of the carpet, I need something stronger, more power, and I love the Shark vacuums. They work so good, the corded Shark vacuums. So I was looking on the Sam's Club website and I saw they have a corded Shark vacuum that kind of looks like the Dyson. It's like the stick vacuum. And you can like take it apart, use it as a handheld one. I thought it looked really nice and it was like under $200. So I was thinking maybe that one. The reviews seemed really good, but I wanted to see if any of you guys had that vacuum and what you think about it. So if you have that vacuum, definitely leave me a comment below. Let me know if it works really good, if it leaves the really good deep lines like the other Shark vacuums, because that's what I love about the Shark vacuums. It sucks so powerful that you have the best lines in your carpet, and I really miss that. So let me know if you have that vacuum. If I don't go with that one, I think I'm going to go with the same one that I had before. It was the lift away one, and it'll just be the newer model. It's made for pet hair. It worked so good. But yeah, let me know. Anyway, we are now heading to the kids' bathroom. But first, I noticed that there was toothpaste in the carpet. Not only in the carpet out here, but also on my new rugs. So we are going to be removing the rugs and washing those. And then I ordered this Spot Shot cleaner because I had quite a few of y'all tell me that this was a really good one. I looked it up on Amazon. I had quite a few different suggestions, but this one I decided to try first to see how it works. It did great at getting up the toothpaste. I also want to try it on the stains downstairs because I had the cat throw up down there, and I cleaned it with my Shout, but the stain did not go away. And so a lot of you guys said this works good on old stains. So I'm going to try it downstairs. I'll let you guys know how it works, or maybe I'll even film it. But I'm really excited to try this carpet cleaner out.
I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down.
Ah, yes, the toothpaste. All over the cabinets, the carpet, everywhere, per usual, you know. We know the drill. So we're going to wash those, and we're also going to be wiping down my cabinets to get the toothpaste off. We're just going to do a quick little reset in the kids' bathroom before we head downstairs.
And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling.
So y'all know how I moved my trash can from beside the toilet to underneath the sink. So my boys, which this does not surprise me if you guys have boys, I'm sure you know, but I told them the other day, because I bought them new toothpaste, I was like, okay, your empty toothpaste, make sure you throw it away before you open the new one. Where did I find the empty toothpaste bottles? Not in the trash can, no, it was on the floor where the trash can used to be. Now, I know they could see there was no trash can there anymore. And instead of asking, hey, Mom, where's the trash can? No, they just leave it right there on the floor. I'm like, oh, my goodness. Kids, you guys, they are something else.
You've seen all the things, all the places. I hope it means that you'll come home to me once you've traveled the world.
You saw Aubrey pop in for a minute, and that is because she stayed home 2 days this week. My husband also stayed home 2 days this week. We have been passing around a sickness. I'm not sure what it is, but it's basically coughing, sore throat, and just feel run down. So they have not been feeling that well. I definitely am sick too. My throat has been killing me, but thankfully nothing else. I do feel a little bit run down, but not enough to really stop me. You guys know me. I'm like a little ball of energy. I can't just sit still and not do anything. So I'm still up and moving around and getting things done. I've been taking my oil of oregano. You guys know I swear by that stuff with sickness. I also have Aubrey taking that. She also says like she feels a big difference taking it, but she doesn't like to put it in water. Like I just literally get a medicine cup, put a little bit of water, I put 7 drops of oil of oregano, and I drink it like that. But it does have quite a spice to it. If you guys have ever tried the oil of oregano, then you know what I'm talking about. It just has like this little kick to it. So it is pretty strong. So she just doesn't like that taste, and it kind of burns the back of her throat. So for her, I actually make her a tea. So I made her a chamomile tea, and then I just put in the oregano in her tea, and she drinks it like that. So that's been helping her. I haven't gotten any worse, so I feel like the oregano is helping. I feel like I'm on the mend now. I'm feeling quite a bit better, so that's good. And hopefully the sickness is going to leave the house, because a lot of it has been going around. Even the kids have said like a lot of their classmates have been missing school because they're all sick. Gonna go ahead, wipe down these cabinets. They desperately needed it, and I'm using my Method wood cleaner. You guys know I love this cleaner. It smells so good. It's an almond scent, but to me it reminds me of Dr. Pepper. It smells really good, and it leaves the cabinets so polished looking, nice and shiny. And because it's more of a liquidy consistency, it helps get off any stuck on grime like toothpaste.
All the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you travel the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your destination.
My hair finally seems like it's getting longer. I swear my hair stays at the same length and just like breaks and never gets any longer, but it's finally growing past the middle of my back where like my bra strap is. That's usually where it stops growing, but it's finally past that, especially when I straighten it, you can tell. And I'm so excited. I've been trying to grow out my hair for so long. I've mentioned this before. I do this every time. I will color my hair blonde and my hair starts breaking and I end up having to cut it shorter and shorter. And then I'll go back dark and I'll let it grow out, and then it starts getting long, and then I get the urge to color it again. It is a vicious cycle, and y'all, it's here again. I have been looking at pictures of like different hair colors and really wanting to color my hair, but I keep saying no. I'm like, no, you don't want to do this. Your hair is finally getting long. Let it get longer. So I'm trying to fight the temptation. It is so bad. And I keep telling myself like, no, let it go long, because when I get older and my hair starts turning gray and I have to color it all the time, that is the time when I can go crazy and do whatever color I want. Like, I'm really trying to not color it and just let my natural hair color grow out, but it's so hard, you guys. I get so bored easily. Let me know if you're the same way. But now that I got some laundry going, we are going to head downstairs and tackle the mess down here. desperately needed some attention. I just had stuff everywhere and my floors were gross, so I wanted to clean the floors, get everything back in order.
I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your end destination.
The game that I'm picking up off of the floor is bingo. My kids have been obsessed with playing bingo recently, and I love this bingo set that I found. I bought this for Ethan, I think last Christmas, I'm pretty sure, and it comes with quite a few different boards to choose from, and it's great because when the kids are little and they can't really read yet or they don't know their numbers, they also have a bingo with pictures. So it's great for teaching them animals, their letters, their numbers. So the kids have been wanting to play that every single night, and there's a ton of pieces to it, so I had to clean it up from off of the floor. But Ethan is finally starting to learn his sight words because you guys know he's in kindergarten. So we have been doing the word one and the number one, the letter one. So I'm hoping it's also going to help him in school, and the kids also love to play it, so it's like a win-win. I will try to link it for you guys if I can find the link, but I did find it at Target.
You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation.
I really need to take that bin that's sitting on the floor right there with the like bluish purple lid on it. I need to take that up into the attic. So for Ethan's birthday, my parents came over and they actually brought me that bin, and it has all of my school stuff in there. I have report cards and just like things that I made in school. So me and the kids went through it the other day and looked at everything, which was fun. It was a lot of fun going through it, but I just kind of left it on the floor and I have not picked it up. I really need to do that, and I'm kind of kicking myself because I just cleaned out the garage. I mean, not like a full-on clean out. I did like a mini clean out. We are planning on doing like a good declutter in there, but I had to pick up the bins that I brought down that had all of my fall and Halloween decorations in it. They were sitting in the garage, so I put those up in the attic. So I had the attic open. I should have put that bin in there whenever I opened it up, but I forgot about it. But I was really happy that I finally took all the boxes out of the garage. I put the mattress, I put it all in my car, took it up to the dump. And so now we can actually walk into the garage again and we can see everything. I also had to vacuum the garage because we had so much sawdust from when we did the shelves for the laundry room. So I had to clean up all the sawdust, make space in there because I am going to be getting something. I'm going to be getting a sauna and I am so excited. It's not like a fancy sauna. It's just one of those little pop-up ones. But nonetheless, I am so excited to have a sauna. I have been wanting one for so long. I am probably going to use that thing every single day.
I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your end destination.
I definitely needed to mop because the floors felt gross. So after I vacuumed, we're going to mop this area. And I'm going to be so sad when I have to take down my fall decor over here. You guys, I am obsessed with how my table looks right now. I love the little ghost vase and my table runner. It's so cute. I don't want to get rid of it. Oh, I'm showing you. I took a break to have a little snack. You guys know this is my go-to snack. When I am in my cleaning vibe, when I don't want to be bothered stopping and having to cook, I always reach for my Built protein bars. They are my favorite. They're like a dessert, but you get not only your protein, but you also get collagen in there, and they are delicious. That texture is unlike any protein bar. So if you haven't tried them, I highly recommend. You can find them Sam's Club, grocery stores. You can order them online. Online, they always have free shipping, and I have a code if you want to save 10%. You can use Forbes at checkout, and you can save some additional money. They have tons of really good flavors on their website too, so definitely check those out.
How did we end up here in the corner, looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb, while we enemies.
I don't think I showed you guys this bathroom since we hung up the little shelves in the corner, but we have 3 shelves in the corner now. I got those off of Temu, which has really come in handy because I put the toilet paper on there. I have some decorations. I had that extra toilet paper stand and I was using that for the toilet paper, but I just didn't like it. Took up more space in here, and the bathroom's already really small, so it's been really nice having those shelves. But now that I have the shelves in here, I've kind of been wanting to do something different with the towel colors. I'm thinking more like of an earth tone color or something. I don't know. I need to decorate this bathroom because this is the spare bathroom. This is the one that everyone uses, and it's just so boring and basic. I really want to redo it. I just cannot decide what I want to do. So I saw some pictures where the mirror, because you guys know I have that round mirror, it's not even attached to the wall, so this would be like, I feel like it would be pretty easy to do. But I saw this picture on Pinterest where you have like driftwood looking, like the driftwood look. It's all jagged on the edges and staggered, and you put it behind the mirror. I think that looks so cute, and I don't know, I kind of want to do that. I feel like it'd be easy to make, but I don't know. My husband, he's like, I'm not a carpenter. But I'm like, it doesn't look that hard. I'm sure we could figure it out. I'm like signing him up for all these things. He's like, I don't know how to do that, but I don't know. I've been looking at it and I think it'd be really cute. And I'm sure, I bet you know what? I need to check Etsy. I feel like that's something that Etsy would have on their website and then I could just order it. But I don't know. I've been kind of thinking about that because now that we have the wood shelves, I feel like if we put some wood behind the mirror, it would look really cute, and then just paint the whole bathroom just to, you know, spruce it up a little bit, brighten it up. It's been a little while since I vacuumed all the cushions, so I'm going to give it a good vacuum. I do plan on taking off the covers on these pillows sometime in the near future and washing them. That is the great thing about the Lindsay modular sofas. All of the cushions are removable and you can wash them all, which is great because if you have kids, we all know the couches get so dirty. So I'm probably going to do that soon, and it would be really nice to have my couch smell like fresh laundry.
Too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here.
And before we can finish up this area, we are decluttering this stand over here. Look at the mess, you guys. This has become my second catch-all area. Y'all know I put a bunch of stuff on that little island in the kitchen. Well, this is the second area. So my husband is usually the one that dirties the island, and I am the one who dirties this stand right here. So I'm taking all the stuff off that does not belong. I'm putting my extra purse upstairs. I'm just piling everything on the stairs. That way I can make a trip afterwards and pick it all up. But finally getting this area back in order because it's a hot mess express. I also have some picture frames sitting right there on the floor to the bottom right. I really want to hang those up. I keep meaning to, haven't gotten around to it quite yet, but I need to fill some of them up with pictures. So I'm going to be using my photo printer, and I'm going to print off some photos, put them in there, and then find a spot to hang them up. I'm really trying to decorate this house more now that, you know, everything is nice and decluttered. It's just time to get it looking a little bit better. Stuff on the walls, color, a little variety.
So calm around me when I act desperately. You used to be the one getting crazy when I'd be hard to read.
Now that downstairs is looking so much better, we're heading back upstairs to start tackling that laundry. I switched it over, got another load going, so we're gonna get this folded. That way it doesn't get all wrinkled sitting in the dryer. So if you also have a load of laundry sitting in your dryer, or maybe it's in a basket sitting in the corner or piled up on your bed, let's tackle it together. Go ahead, grab that laundry, and let's get folding.
Talking more. I wanna get so numb, were we enemies? No, you don't mind the way I spell my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. 'Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze.
Let me know what you guys are doing this Sunday while you're watching my video. Are you cleaning along with me, or are you sitting back and getting some motivation for later?
Power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here.
We are now coming near the end of today's video. I hope it gave you all the motivation to tackle whatever you need to tackle around your house. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you subscribe. I do upload new cleaning motivation every single week, and I would love to have you here. Also, I do have memberships, so if you want even more content from me, I'd love for you to join. I do at least 2 extra videos in there, plus tons of exclusive shorts that only you guys see when you're a member. But I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye! Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have so much to get done. I need to strip beds, wash bedding, get laundry done. Yesterday was Sunday and I was trying to hustle, get through some laundry. I think I did a total of 3 or 4 loads. So we're gonna get some more done today, but first I wanna strip beds because it is time to wash sheets. You guys know we've had sickness in the house. We are almost all better, but Austin did wake up today saying his throat hurts. So I've been giving him Zicam, trying to hopefully get rid of this sickness. So I need to do that. I want to clean out the refrigerator so I can go get some groceries. We're going to do a really quick run to Food Lion, get some food, share the haul, put it away. So I want to clean the fridge out before we head out. I need to declutter my cabinet where all of my Tupperware is. It has been driving me insane. I've been saying for months that I'm going to reorganize that cabinet. I just haven't gotten around to it. So that's on the agenda for today and so much more. Ethan's room is a mess. Their bathroom is disgusting. We're gonna tackle all of that today. I hope you guys are ready for it. If you're new here, all I upload is cleaning motivation mixed with a little homemaking. So if you like content like that, I hope you subscribe. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. This week has definitely been a week for me. So busy, but also so much fun with Adrian's birthday and football starting. My life has been so chaotic, but in the best way possible. So if you're with me, if your life is in total shambles right now, just busy, go, I'm right there with you, but it's always nice to take a day to reset the house, get everything back in order before the chaos begins all over again. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing a really good reset, washing the bedding, getting the sickness out. Thankfully, we do seem to all be better, knock on wood. I hope the sickness is out of the house. I hope you guys are healthy too. I know it's been going around a lot recently. So we're going to start off by pulling all the bedding off, getting that laundry going, and then we are going to tackle Ethan's room because you can see it is a hot mess express in here. I am so excited though. I got this new electronic calendar and it has been game changing for our routines and schedules. They have this cool thing where you can spin the wheel and they can win prizes after they earn so many points for doing their chores. And it has them so excited to do their chores. So we've been using that and it's been working out. And I told Ethan we are putting cleaning his room on the chore list because he has been so messy recently, which is surprising because he is usually my child that without asking, he'll just go and clean his room. And then he'll be like, Mom, come look at my room. I cleaned it. And he would just be so excited to show me. But ever since school started, he cannot be bothered. He's too busy coming home. We do his little bit of schoolwork and then he immediately goes outside and goes to play. So yeah, he has been slacking on his room, but I think this calendar is definitely going to help. I think we're going to start with just these because this is a lot of bedding. Then we'll do the last two rooms after this. Bedding always takes so long to fully wash, but it's really nice having clean sheets and a clean comforter. But like I mentioned, we did start flag football for both of the boys. This is the first time Ethan is ever playing a sport, and I'm really excited to see how he handles it, if he enjoys it, if he's like super competitive. So his practice, well, his first practice is supposed to be today, but they said we're likely going to move it because of the weather. It's been raining a lot here. So I think it's going to end up being another day. I'm just really excited for him to start. And unfortunately, I was really hoping because I signed them up obviously with the same league. Even though they are in different age groups, I was thinking, oh, the practices are going to be in the same location and hopefully they'll take into consideration siblings. No, they did not. You guys, practices are on different days and different locations. So yeah, I'm going to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, going to all these different practices and games. But I know it's going to be worth it. They're going to have a good time. But oh my goodness, you guys, I am not ready. Just trying to go around, pick up all the Nerf gun bullets. They were everywhere in his room and just get it a little bit more organized. He got so many new Nerf guns for his birthday and just recently. So the bag that I had underneath his bed, which hold all of his Nerf guns, is no longer big enough. So I really need to order another bag. But for now, I'm just putting as many as I can into the bag underneath the bed. And then I'm going to put the other guns underneath the bed just beside the bag because you guys can see his toy box is overflowing, which I do plan on doing a declutter of his toy box here in the near future, especially because Christmas is coming up and this is such a great time to go through your kids' things before they get new stuff for Christmas. That way you're not really overwhelmed with all of the gifts and trying to find a place for them.
I would have told you I miss your smile. I thought of you as a friend who can't let go. But when you left, I could feel it grow. Like a body.
My daughter Adrienne is turning 13 this weekend. We're planning her birthday party for Saturday on her actual birthday, November 1st. So I've also been trying to, in between doing all of the practices and things like that. I'm also trying to plan a birthday party. I had to make last minute invitations because she initially just wanted it to be a family party, but then she said, oh, never mind, I want to invite some friends. So then I was quickly trying to make some invitations that she could pass out. That way, you know, they could show their parents and all of that. So she's excited. She is going to have, I believe 2 or 3 of the girls are able to make it. So they're going to come over. We're going to have my family over. It should hopefully be a lot of fun. I am going to play some of the games that we played at Ethan's birthday because they were such a hit. So I'm trying to just like plan everything, get that ready. And I feel like my brain is going to explode with how much I have on my plate right now. I seem to be such a scatterbrain when I have so much going on where I have to make a list. So if you guys feel like that too, if you feel like when things start piling up, you just kind of freeze and go blank, I'm right there with you. And I find the number one thing that helps me with those situations is getting a piece of paper and writing it down. Literally schedule out each day what are the non-negotiables that you have to get done, because otherwise I will wake up in the morning and my brain will be going like 1,000 miles a minute thinking of all the things that I need to get done and trying to prioritize, like, what do I need to do first, where I just end up doing nothing because I'm just thinking about it and not really taking action. So definitely recommend get a piece of paper or pull out your phone, make you a to-do list. It is going to help you not only stay on track, but also just like purge and get it out of your mind. When you don't have to think anymore and you have it down and you have a game plan, it's so much easier to just free up that space in your mind and you can think about other things and actually be productive and get things done.
Sleeping through the edges of my soul and getting harder. It was never under my control, you know.
As I was vacuuming, I was noticing the spots on the carpet. You can see those 2 big dark spots on the carpet. And then there was one spot that almost looked kind of pinkish. So I went ahead and got out my new Spot Shot. I ordered this off of Amazon. I feel like it works so good. I'm really loving it. And on the bottle, I was reading it, it says that you don't have to scrub it. It says you can just spray it and leave it, but I don't know, I felt kind of weird about that. So I went ahead, got me a towel, I dampened it with some warm water and just scrubbed the areas. It looks so good in there now. I also found, which you guys, if you've been here for a while, you know that my pug Yoda, he is 8 years old and he's a stubborn little thing. I don't know why. All of a sudden, he started marking his territory only in my son's room, this bedroom, Ethan's room. So I had to start buying diapers for him to keep him from marking his territory. Well, somehow his diaper must have slipped down, or I don't know how it happened. Somehow he managed to mark his territory right next to Ethan's toy box. I noticed that as well whenever I was vacuuming, so I had to clean that spot. So it's right here. You can't really tell on camera, but I wanted to make sure I cleaned that very thoroughly. And what I loved about this spray is it left the bedroom smelling really nice and fresh and clean. I really love the way it made the carpet smell. Highly recommend if you guys are looking for a good carpet cleaner. This one is really good. Now that Ethan's room is back in order, fresh and clean, we are now heading into the kids' bathroom, and per usual, it's a hot mess. There was gum on the floor, toothpaste on the floor, so we're gonna do a good reset in here, wipe down the counters, clean the toilet, put the dirty laundry in the laundry room.
And a better version of me inside. Let me stay there for a while. I feel it now when I see that smile, like a body of water, seeping through the edges of my soul.
My mom used to live with us and she bought this cleaner a while back. I didn't even realize we had it still until I did that declutter of this bathroom. So I still have some spray left in this bottle. I thought it was a good time to go ahead and use some of it up. I love that it foams and it's purple and then turns white when it's ready to be wiped. There's just something satisfying about foaming cleaners. I just find them really fun to clean with. This one doesn't smell good though. I don't recommend it. It's pretty smelly actually, but I do like that it foams.
Getting harder. It was never under my control. You know.
Thought I'd share a quick little update on how the laundry room barn door is going and if we've hung it up yet. So unfortunately, the barn door still isn't hung up, but I did patch up the framing. I filled it in with the wood filler. I've let that dry. I've sanded it. So next step is I'm going to be painting it, and then we will be hanging the barn doors as long as it turns out good, which I do feel like it's going to look really good. It was easy to put the putty in there. I did have to do it 2 different times because the hole was so large. It was hard to fill it in all the way the first time. So I filled it in 2 separate times. I just need to sand it down 1 more time and then I can paint it. And then I'm so excited to get the barn door up. This weekend is so busy between Halloween, Adrian's birthday, and then we actually have a birthday party on Sunday for my husband's sister's son. So we have 2 birthday parties plus Halloween. So I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna have time this weekend, but I really hope we can try to squeeze it in and get it hung up soon because I'm dying to see it up on the wall. It's gonna look so good. I'll definitely be sharing that with you guys once I get that barn door up. I've also picked up a few things to go in the laundry room, but there's still a few more things that I want to order. So I need to get busy on that. And then hopefully soon I will have the part 2 of my laundry room makeover come out.
Some things change, are lost and found, or gone forever. But this is what you are to me, like a body of water. See that through the edges of my soul, and getting harder. It was never under my control, you know.
It looks so much better in here, nice and reset. And now it's time to get some laundry done. I did fluff up the laundry that was sitting in the dryer. So I need to get this folded so I can go ahead, switch over the bedding and get the next set of sheets washing. I tried to separate it by sheets and then I did a little bit like fluffier blankets and then I saved the comforters for last because we all know comforters usually take at least 2 times in the dryer, at least mine do. So I wanted to make sure I got all the sheets done first and save the bulky stuff for last.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down.
I'd love to hear if you guys are obsessed with the new show right now, or if there's a good movie that I can watch on like Netflix or Amazon Prime. I am almost to the end of Gilmore Girls. I started watching that probably about a month ago. I started it. I can't believe I've never seen it before. I've heard about it, obviously, but I just never watched it. I'm obsessed. Any free moment I get, I am watching Gilmore Girls. Whenever I edit my videos, I'm watching Gilmore Girls. I have thoroughly been enjoying it, but I am on season 6, and then season 7 is the last season. So once I get to the end of it, I'm gonna need a new show or a new movie to watch. So any recommendations, I would love to hear what you're currently watching.
It's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more. No, I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more. No, I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars.
Now that we got the next batch of bedding going, we're gonna head downstairs so I can clean out the fridge and then go get some groceries, and I'll share that haul with you guys. So my refrigerator is just a jumbled mess right now. There is no rhyme or reason to things. They're just thrown in here. So I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna give it a good wipe down. Everything needed to be wiped down in here. The little crisper drawers, underneath the drawers. We're gonna do a good reset in here.
Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more. No, I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more.
To clean the glass, I just like to use my method cleaner. You guys know which one I'm using right now, the eucalyptus and rosemary. It smells like Christmas in a bottle. If you haven't smelled it yet, go smell it. I'm obsessed. So we're gonna use this to wipe down everything, and then we're gonna go through my food, make sure I get rid of anything expired before I put it back.
We don't know, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more. No, no, yeah. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. And I thought it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. No, it's no more.
It never ceases to amaze me how quickly a refrigerator can get out of hand between leftovers, spills, and just things piling up in there. So I definitely recommend doing a good reset of your fridge at least once a month. I know if I go longer than a month, it gets very overwhelming. Since this is a highly used area with lots of hands going in and out, it's so important to keep up on it. That way it's not too daunting and overwhelming. I know taking everything out might feel like a lot, but you guys, you will be shocked how quickly you can pull everything out, wipe it down, especially when you keep up with it. This honestly took me a total of 15 minutes to pull everything out, go through it, wipe it down, and put it back in. So don't let the thought of it slow you down. I promise it takes no time at all, and it's one of those spaces where you feel so good when you get done. Every time you open up that fridge, that sense of accomplishment, it makes it so worth it.
That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. No, it's no more. We don't know. No, it's no more. We don't know. No, it's no more. We don't know. No, it's no more. No, no. We don't know. No, it's no more. We don't know. No, it's no more. We don't know. No, it's no more. No, no. Yeah.
I probably went through my fridge not even 2 weeks ago, so I knew there wasn't a tremendous amount of stuff that needed to be thrown away. It just needed to be reorganized and definitely wiped down.
Been feeling so small.
watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
I really need to consolidate my pickles, you guys. I have been pickled obsessed for a while now. If you've been watching me the last few months, then you know what I'm talking about. I love the spicy sweet pickles. The ones from Kroger are my absolute favorite ones. So what I've been doing is actually taking one of the regular jars of pickles that I get from Sam's Club, the really huge ones. After I used up all the pickles, I emptied it out, cleaned it, and then I've been pouring the juice from my sweet and spicy pickles into the big jar. It's like halfway full of that juice. And then I get the regular pickles and I cut them up and I add them into the jar. That way they can marinate inside of the juice. But because I do that, I now have 2 huge jars of pickles in the fridge and it takes up so much space in here. So as much as I love my spicy and sweet pickles, I really need to just go ahead, use up the ones that are in the jar and then get rid of one of the big jars because it's just taking up too much space. If you guys didn't know, I do have memberships now on my channel. So if you want exclusive shorts and exclusive content, I'd love for you to join. Just click the button next to the subscribe and you can see all the extra content that I offer. Now that the fridge is clean, I went ahead, made my list. I really don't need too much, but I'm gonna head up to the store. I'll come back, share the haul with you guys, pick up the groceries, and continue with all of the bed washing. I am now back from Food Lion. Gonna share this haul with you guys. I'm actually really impressed. I got all of this for $75, which I feel like is a really good deal. But the star of the show is this Olipop right here. I've never tried crisp apple. Oh my goodness, this tastes so good. It tastes like sparkling apple juice. It is delicious. So if you haven't tried this Olipop, highly recommend. And these have high fiber. It's like a good soda substitute, only 50 calories. But we're gonna start over here. I needed more eggs, so I got the cage-free brown eggs, some cinnamon sugar butter. We love putting this on my sourdough bread, so good. This is something new I've never seen. It's called cha-ching. You guys, this bread was like $1.80 or something. Really good deal. So I got 2 loaves. Got some more of our favorite Snyder twisted pretzels. These are delicious. I packed these in the kids' lunches. The chicken was on sale, 99 cents a pound for their drumsticks or thighs. So I got 2 things of their thighs. That way we can have it for 2 nights, and each pack was $4.24. That is such a good deal. I was gonna get more, but I didn't want to take it all. I also got some bagels for breakfast. They were buy one, get one free. So I got 2 of the blueberry. Picked up some more syrup for breakfast. I like this one. This is the Food Lion brand. It has 5% real maple syrup, and then there's only 5 ingredients in there. So it's just a lot cleaner. I mean, it's obviously still nothing but sugar, but at least it doesn't have a bunch of random chemicals in it. The kids requested waffles for breakfast. I've been getting the protein ones from Sam's Club, but they did not have the protein ones, so I went with the Food Lion brand. I got some home style and some blueberry. Picked up some fruit to pack in their lunches. I got some grapes and some green apples, onions, some more bananas. They were out of the organic ones, so I just went with the regular. I needed tons of canned stuff. I'm really running low on my canned food. So I got 4 cans of tomato soup. I'm planning on doing grilled cheese tonight. We do have football, so it's gonna be a busy night, so something easy is ideal. So I got tomato soup to go with that. I got 2 cans of pinto beans and then 4 cans of navy or northern beans, a thing of tomato paste, and some diced tomatoes. They didn't have the regular ones, only the ones that have like the onion, celery, green pepper, so only got one. And then I ran out of oregano. I've been making so much homemade pizza crust and I need oregano for that, so I got some more. And then I picked up some Captain Crunch cereal for the kids for breakfast as well. And yeah, like I said, $75. I feel like I got quite a bit, especially because I got 2 things of chicken. So let's go ahead, put this away, and then I need to go switch the clothes over.
This is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm
Getting all this put away, and it was really nice to have a nice clean fridge to put all of the food into.
Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna
Now that the kitchen is back in order, I don't have the food all over the counter, we can head upstairs and switch over the laundry. I wanted to make sure I got through the bedding before nighttime. I did not want the kids to have to go to sleep without their comforter or their sheets. So I'm trying to hustle, make sure I stay on track with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the beds where the sheets were already done. Then after I get done making the beds, we are gonna head downstairs and tackle my messy cabinet with all of the Tupperware.
I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
As much as my boys thoroughly enjoyed having the bunk beds whenever they roomed together, I am so happy that we no longer have the bunk beds. It makes making their beds so much easier. Now that it's all one level, I could not stand having to climb up the ladder and try to make the bed. And then you add stuffed animals on top of it. So you're having to like throw everything off, make the beds, put it all back on. It's definitely the little things in life that you appreciate. If your kids have bunk beds, I am so sorry. I know the struggle is real.
Give me love, give me
I did have a few random towels and some odds and ends inside of the laundry, so we're gonna go ahead and get these folded, go make Aubrey's bed, and then we can finally head downstairs and tackle the long overdue cabinet.
no one else makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side.
You guys hardly ever see Aubrey's bedroom. She pretty much takes care of it all by herself, of course, now that she's 15. Although I do feel like I probably need to do a declutter in there. Her closet is horrendous. although I don't know how I would really record it because her room is quite tight with her big bed in there. It is a queen size bed, and we love that bed. That bed is from IKEA. We bought that when we first moved back to Virginia. It has drawers on both sides, so it's really nice because it has a lot of storage. But unfortunately, because there's drawers on both sides, you have to put it directly in the center of the room. That way she can actually use the drawers. And that just takes up a lot of space in her bedroom. So I don't know, I've kind of been thinking like maybe we should push it towards the wall and forfeit 2 of the drawers to make a little more space in there. But I mean, she doesn't seem to mind. She likes the nice cozy feel, but I know when I go in there, I feel a little bit overwhelmed. I'm like, you have a lot going on in here, but it's her bedroom, not mine.
If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you want.
We are finally getting to my cabinets. These are the ones that need some desperate attention. They are bursting at the seams. I'm not quite sure where to put some of this stuff just to free up some space. I know I've decluttered my containers, so they should all have their lids. So we're gonna go through, I'm gonna match everything up, try to get this back in order. Maybe I will move my toaster to my pantry because this is just, yeah, it's not working. And you guys know the drill. You know what I like to do when I declutter. I love to pull everything out, take inventory, see what we have. So that is exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull it all out and get this organized so I can actually see what's in here. This turns out really nice at the end. I'm so glad that I did this. I put it off for far too long. Tupperware has always been an annoyance for me. It's one of those things where it's hard to figure out how to make them not take up as much space and still look organized. I feel like my drawer that holds the Tupperware will always be a work in progress.
As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now.
I was pleased to see that I only had 2 containers that didn't have a lid. So, well, one didn't have the lid, the other one didn't have a bottom. So I threw away the lid because it was half broken anyway. And the one that didn't have a lid, I just held on to it because I figured I can, you know, put some saran wrap on top or something and still use it.
I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.
I'm about to pull out the other side of the cabinet, which has all of my baking things. I have like my cake pan, my muffin pan, my turkey pan, things like that. So I need to pull that out, get that a little bit more organized, stack them up better. And what I decided to do was move most of my highly used Tupperware onto the top 2 pull-out things because it's a lot easier to pull it out, see what I need, push it back in. Then the baking things, they're easier to just look at the bottom, grab what I need. I know what I have, and I don't use it nearly as often as the Tupperware. So that was kind of my thinking behind it, and I feel like it's working really well so far.
I really wanted to get it right. Trying to find some balance in my life. But I never really put up a fight.
I do end up pulling the molds that I have. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have like acorns and fall leaves. I also have gummy bear molds. I had all of those in these cabinets as well, and I hardly ever use those. So I did take those and the toaster out of this cabinet to free up some space, which made a huge difference in here. And as for the molds, I just put them up high in the cabinet because I have some free space in the upper cabinets where I put like my plates and cups and things like that. So I just put them up there. That way they're still in the kitchen. I can get to them. I know where they're at, but they're not taking up the space that I use more frequently.
If you want it, enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth the while. You will make it in time. I never left a stone unturned, trying to find some love in this crazy world. I feel like I was never heard. All I wanted was to be loved. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my
Oh my goodness, you guys, look how much more organized that is. I can see everything. I love it. Let's hope it lasts longer than a couple weeks.
somehow. Wish that someone could say.
It is now much later in the day. I'm fluffing blankets, switching things over, finishing up these comforters before the end of the day. I end up tackling the next 2 beds over the next 2 days. But that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some motivation to tackle something around your house. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, I'd love for you to subscribe. I upload every single week and I'd love to have you here. But I hope y'all have a wonderful day and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.